Hi, hello. Welcome to Smokesteve's International Pub. Looks like I'm making a cocktail. All right, cool. Today, we're going to make a drink that I would not call a classic cocktail. This is more of a modern cocktail. A lot of people might call it a chick drink or a collegiate drink that you would find mostly in a shot form. But originally, this was neither of those, and it was very popular in San Francisco, where it was created in 1979. The man was either a Vietnam vet or a Korean War vet. Norman J. Hobday was his name. He was out of the service, was kind of broke, decided to start a bar. It became known as a type of bar that was popular at the time. It was called a fern bar. Basically, the guy didn't have any dough. He bought the bar, decorated it with plants. Bob's your uncle. There's the bar. I believe he called it Henry Africa's. He fell in love so much with the bar and the persona that he actually changed his name to Henry Africa. And at said bar, he invented the cocktail that is known as the lemon drop. And it is a cocktail, it is not a shot, and it is definitely not a chick drink. It's a little on the sweet side, but very tasty. I'm going to start by hit the rim with a little bit of lemon, and then just ever so slight dip in the sugar. So we got a little sugar on the rim, not much. So we're going to, it says 2 ounces, I'm going to go with 3 of these big boys of vodka, that is. Tray. It says around a half a shot of orange liqueur, Curacao, triple sec, Cointreau, as long as it's orange. So we'll go ahead and hit that bad boy. Do a little simple syrup in there. Probably equal parts of the orange liqueur and the simple syrup. Fresh squeezed lemon. Look at that. Got the lemon facing the right direction this time. It's like a fucking waterfall over here. Woo, baby! All right. Nice. I'm gonna shake it till it is practically frozen. Tiffany lamps, houseplants, 1970s San Francisco. Good stuff, man. That type of a bar isn't very popular these days anymore, but sure does sound like a cool place. Oh yeah. Wow, ice floating in there. Let's check it out. God damn. You know what? It's not a shot. Technically. But it is damn good. Wow. Welcome to the pub. We'll see you downstairs. What's going on? What up, everybody? Thank you for being here. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Took last week, had a little bit of a break, but my man Aphid Lip put together a little something on his own, which was good. I got to get a fucking hat. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate that very much. Yeah. I didn't have my production manager for that video. I was solo, so my lady was not around. But I liked that one. It was a good one. And, I hadn't had a lemon drop in a long time. And let me tell you something. Hi, wife. You would be surprised how good that cocktail is. You really don't have to put sugar on the rim, but a little bit of that, sacred fucking sweet hit and then you get that super tart of the lemon. It is quite nice. Audio was bad. Shit, it sounded good in my headphones. Damn. Oh well, sorry if the audio sucked on that one. Or he maybe 3 ounces, more like 4.5 cup of tea. It was those are 1.5 ounce jiggers, so 4.5 zips of vodka. Yeah, I was getting buzzed for a good hour after that, just from the booze that was in me. Thanks, Biscuit. Oh, okay. It was a joke. Yeah, sorry. Sarcasm detector is off. I'm trying to do a few things at once, so it's hard for me to. It was hilarious too, Aphidite. So funny. Beautiful day. Yeah. Yeah, Last Dance. Wife who's mentioning Last Dance. There you go. Yeah, try it out, Alan. It's simple, man. All you need is simple syrup, which is, sugar and water, lemon juice, vodka. That's it, man. Yeah, we did a lot of outside stuff today too. Last Dance, I installed the fancy new storm door. Has the screen is attached to the glass, so when I put the glass down, the screen comes down. Then you put the glass up, the screen disappears up into the door. Pretty cool. Looking good. So now I can keep the door open all throughout the summer here and get some fresh air. There you go, Sammy. I wonder if Last Dance is doing veggies, I would assume, but not necessarily. He might do ornamental plants as well. Yeah, Smokesteve wife, we've got to plant probably 5 arborvitae, green giant of the green giant variety, which are the fastest growing arborvitaes. We've got to plant 5, and she busted her butt. She filled up the pickup truck with a full truckload of brush for the dump, and started digging 1 hole out of the 5. So we'll get there. Probably end of next weekend. We've got to get the trees and get them in the ground. And I'm going to feed the hell out of them and water them daily, get them strong roots. And we want those things to grow and create privacy between one of our neighbors and our house, sort of. So we kind of cleared out this old planting bed that was just overgrown and shit. It's got this new invasive weed that's called garlic mustard, which we're trying to kill, as well as brambles and some sort of an English ivy, a creeping ivy that's everywhere. And, we got to start now, because if you wait until summer when it's all getting established and growing, it's much harder. So part of what my plan is to kill some of the ground vegetation that we don't want is there's some way you can solarize it. You can take a piece of plastic, put rocks all around it, so the plastic is obviously right on the ground, and whatever's underneath it over a certain amount of time will die. And that's one fairly easy way to clear ground cover without going nuts to dig it all out. But mainly we got to get these arborvitaes in, so we're going to focus on that section first, and then deal with the rest of the planting bed throughout the year, as well as paint the house. And I've got to do some shingling here where this used to be a garage that I'm in, and I took out the garage door and installed. I can show you guys. You can't really see anything. A regular door. So that used to be a garage door. I took out the garage door, framed it obviously as a wall, 2x4 wall to match the rest. The header was so low because garage doors are significantly lower than standard entry doors. I had to notch the header maybe an inch, and it's obviously a load-bearing header, which would go across the top of the entire garage door. PB awake. How you doing, darling? Hope you're doing okay. I'm glad to see you here. Nice. Good, PB. Keep it up. Keep it up. You can you'll beat that. And you will be as good as you ever were and as healthy as you ever were. All good luck and good vibes. Yeah, I guess a little close. All right, let's add a visitor, a guest. How you doing, Last Dance?
All right. Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thank you. What is that drink? It looks interesting.
It's a pina colada.
Nice. Is that a proper pina colada or is it made from mix?
It's made from a mix. It's a lazy man's pina colada for a lazy man like me.
Lazy colada, that works.
Yeah.
What kind of rum?
Malibu coconut rum.
Oh, nice. So coconut, that's a good one. I have a Mai Tai, which looks more like whiskey, but it is a Mai Tai.
Yeah.
I can't get the color the same as the Mai Tais you get at the Chinese restaurants. They never come out that way at home, but this is a real Mai Tai. I followed like the traditional recipe with orgeat and 2 types of rum. It's good, very tasty.
It wouldn't surprise me if they use food colorings or whatnot at the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make their own mixes and all of that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So
yes. So there are a number of beds here, flower beds. When my wife was alive, she was interested in a few flowers, and when she passed, I decided I would try and keep them up, but I'm not so sure. So today I looked at the daylilies that are surrounding the mailbox, and grass has infiltrated them, and I'm not sure that I can get the grass out without getting rid of the daylilies too. So I tried to pull the grass, and we'll see how it goes, but I'm not hopeful.
Yeah. So if the grass takes over, will it kill the lilies?
Well, it'll just look ugly. It'll look like daylilies with grass, springing up through it. And I don't know. Maybe I should just let it be and enjoy it. But I know she would have been upset and demanded that I do something about it. So.
I can't picture. Is a daylily similar to what I would call a tiger lily? Or
I don't know. It's a flower, and when it's it has this yellow petal that opens up during the day.
Is it a one-day shot?
You mean like one day a year? No.
Okay. Daylilies. Oh, wow. It's one word. Cool. Daylilies.
Yeah.
Oh, it is kind of what I would call a tiger lily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I wish mine looked that good.
Yeah. Funny. Different names. Yeah. I was calling it a tiger lily my whole life. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty. They're not as common up here. We did a bunch of bulbs along the driveway, which come up back every year, which is kind of cool, but they're never that great. The best way to do bulbs I found is if you do like 30 in like a 2-foot circle, and then you get all the flowers at once, a little like orb of flowers,
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all just nice to be outside, frankly.
Yeah, it is. It was good to be out.
Mm-hmm. Let me put a third guy on here real quick. Sorry. Hey, Biscuit.
Hey, it's Biscuit.
Good. How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
How you doing, Biscuit?
You're in the. Yeah, you're in the Matrix. Definitely.
Yes.
You can hear. How's your health, man? Are you back in black, or are you still hurting?
I'm a lot better than I was. I've still just got a touch of a chesty cough still.
Damn, huh? Do you think it was? And you've said it already. You think it was the jab?
You know what the worst bit is? I'm going for my second one tomorrow.
Well, I mean, dude, theoretically, you shouldn't have any reaction now. Your body should recognize it. It should be pretty benign.
Hopefully.
Last Dance, did you get the hit?
I did. I got it almost 2 weeks ago.
Was that your first dose?
My first dose, yeah.
Yeah.
Moderna.
Nothing? No, just a little arm soreness?
The arm was pretty sore, but that was about it. The funny thing was I had, at the same time, I had my back went out. And so I was hitting the Advil anyways, so it's possible that I had some of the symptoms and they were just masked by me taking Advil for my back pain. So
right.
But I didn't notice anything.
Do say if you have any problems, just take some painkillers.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm on the list, but I'm not in any rush to get the thing. But,
yeah, I know you always sounded pretty ambivalent about it. Maybe, maybe not was kind of your attitude.
Yeah, I'm on the list. So, my doctor, main hospital, put me on the list and they said, okay, we'll email you when your number comes up. So I'm not like out actively searching for it. But
it doesn't fill me with great confidence that the one that I took was the one that everyone says is giving people brain popping aneurysms.
I know.
Oh, you know what? They're hyping the risks. It's very small.
They're not hyping it here. They're actually saying that it's a very, very low, very, very rare risk.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like 30 people in the entire world out of the, I think, 30 million people that have had it? Like 30 people have got a blood clot.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, new guy down below. Can you put your hand up? Just wave real quick so I can see that you're not a video. Hard Ray, give me a wave, man. Hey, Hard Ray, can you hear me? Give me a wave. It's not really responding. So if I put him on and then somebody could shut it off and it could be like porn, Hey, Hard Ray, can you give me a wave? No, he's out. All right. He looked like a person. Now he's back. Give me a wave, bro. Hi. Hello. All right. I'll bring him on maybe a bit later. No worries. Once I have a few and lose all judgment.
All your inhibitions.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, now this thing happens in North Carolina or South Carolina. I can't remember which one, but did you hear about this, Last Dance?
No. What is this?
There was they were giving a bunch of the J&J vaccines to people, and a bunch of people fainted in a short period of time at one spot. So they stopped temporarily at that site. They either offered them one of the other two or to reschedule, but they weren't going to administer any more. So
it sounds like a classic case of mass hysteria.
It was watching the YouTube stream, Steve.
Boat boy, don't kill yourself.
No, boat boy, come on. Hey, go ahead, Hard Ray, give us a wave now that you're back. Wave up. I think he's good. I'm gonna say, how you doing, Hard Ray?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing a transvestigation. Are you trans?
I am not trans.
Nah, Smokesteve, you trans?
Negative, man. Negative.
Prove
it.
I'm trans on a Sunday.
Come on, for real.
I'm joking. I'm not.
I ain't fucking around.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know of any trans.
You look
people.
trans, for real.
I look trans.
Yeah.
It looks hippie.
He doesn't look trans
I don't know
to me.
about trans. growing your hair out does not constitute transsexualism.
No.
What do you think of trans, Hard Ray?
Oh, it's nasty.
You know what? Your lips don't move when you talk. How do you manage that?
Are you looking at the delay?
Yeah. Okay. I got a feeling that's one of those.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I see.
I think he's just got a laggy video.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can verify that I'm not trans. Is that literally all you came on for?
So where are you located, Ray? You in the U.S.?
I'm in the kitchen.
All right, kitchen.
We got a smart ass here.
I don't think
Looks like y'all located in the garage, the basement, and the Matrix.
Yeah. I'm
actually, believe it or not, located in my spaceship.
Yo, was that dude right? Is your shirt from Old Navy?
No, I bought this on Amazon, dude. I just switching it up a little to get some new fucking t-shirts.
I've taken the Matrix down. I'm actually on the USS Enterprise.
Huh?
Yeah, he's got a
Enterprise D. D's nuts.
You having any drinks or any good smoke, Ray?
Nah, that shit nasty.
Both? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah,
I didn't know you could buy Old Navy shirts on Amazon, though.
No, it's not Old Navy. It's just a random brand.
Is.
I know it's a Grateful Dead shirt.
My camera do be lagging. Hang on.
Big time. It's almost like there's no
glitchy ass fuck.
It is. Looks like you're not talking at all, but we can hear your voice.
Yeah.
The fuck? Hold
up.
Hey. I'm gonna let you.
I'll tell you something. My broadband.
I'm gonna let you say it. Smokesteve. You can
hey,
say
hey. Smoke weed every day.
Nah, come on, nah. You know the line.
Smoke weed every day.
Nah, I'm letting you say the N-word. Come on.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, Steve.
No.
You mean the one that's an anagram of ginger?
The next line is all my niggas who be thinking we soft, we don't play.
Yeah, man, I'm not Warren G. I'm not Nate Dogg. I can't, it doesn't work coming from me.
Nah, I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you got one chance. All right, here we go.
Hey, Hardray, you can say that he's got one chance, but what about all the other black fellows in the street?
For all the black people.
You can't speak for all the black fellows,
Yes,
I'm afraid.
Hard Ray.
I won't do it.
I go hard all day.
That's he sounded like Biggie there. Cool. Yeah, I love rap. It's a trap, total nutter. So smoke DMT every day. Yeah, right, Goldman Sachs. You fucking gone, dude. How about DMX passed away today. I don't know if you guys had all heard that at all.
Our news was actually completely ransacked by Prince Philip dying.
Yeah, for the black community, DMX sort of like Prince Philip, He's like our Prince Philip in the actually in no way, shape, or form is that true. Because Prince Philip, a dusty old white man, and DMX is,
very, very dusty.
Yeah. Someone I follow on Twitter said even when DMX was in a vegetative state, he was more exciting than Prince Philip. I mean, that's true, man.
Oh, I don't know about that. Prince Philip was a good old perv.
Well, DMX in a vegetative state and Prince Philip in a frutative state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, he was good. DMX. I mean, there was I recall one strange interaction that maybe he had. I don't know, something about FBI or something like that. But I do remember him just great music, the Rough Riders anthem, all of that good stuff was that was good, man. He was talented, good rapper.
sweetheart. Oh, damn.
Tasty.
What you smoking on?
This is probably Zombie Kush.
Zombie Kush. What is that? An indica?
Predominantly, yes.
Yeah.
But it's a major hybrid. There's a lot going on there, but probably 80% indica.
I smoked that baby shit.
Baby shit.
Yeah, little baby dirty diaper.
Not familiar. Can't say I've heard that strain.
I don't know where you at. I'm out here in California. That's a strain out here.
I haven't heard of it. No, I'm on
Hybrid.
the East Coast here.
Oh, okay. So it's not illegal then? You doing
it? Is. It's a legal state that I live in.
Oh, okay.
And there are a few out here, man.
Oh,
times are changing.
Wow.
Yeah, and now with Mr. The old timer we got in office, hopefully he makes it legal on a federal standard, and would take the pressure away from the states, and also the whole the fact that the federal law is illegal and state law is legal creates obviously it's a disjointed thing when you have it illegal.
Let me ask you something. Who do you think here of the four of us is the best kisser?
That's a very objective thing. You'd have to ask the ladies.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't really get ladies here.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to think about that. That transvestigation complete, but I'm gonna keep an eye open.
That's pretty good. I gotta remember that transvestigation.
We had a few ladies who've come to the show here and there, and they've all abandoned us. So.
I'm gonna guess. Listen, I'm gonna put it to like this. Now, obviously, I can't count myself because I know I'm a good kisser. You know what I'm saying? And thing is,
I'd like to posit this to you, Hardray, that all men think they're good kissers. I'm
gonna take myself out to running just to keep things fair. And I mean, I'm gonna say it probably goes from top to bottom. We got Last Dance, #1 spot, Biscuit Vapes, and then Smokesteve.
I'm fine with that.
That's the order I'd kiss y'all.
I am fine with that. That sounds fine. Oh,
something freaky about Last Dance. He
absolutely not just something. A lot of things.
He got that look. He got that look where like he a freak in the sheets.
Well,
kind of look like a Muppet.
Hard Ray, or I don't know what sound that was. Are you familiar with Donna Summer at all?
I think I was just insulted, but that's okay.
Donna Summer, yeah.
Well, she had a song called Last Dance, but that is not where.
Yeah, no, I know Last Dance.
That's not where the man here took his name from.
Donna Summer, more like Simadonna.
Sort of. Nice one, I guess. Hey, look who it is. It's Prince Philip in a can. Or what is it now? Prince.
Shit, look
oh, nice. Prince A. Philip lip.
Now, this man got a setup. What am I looking at here? What is all this?
Yeah.
He's a big time producer. It's just
gotta be honest.
It's in his studio.
Yeah,
I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here.
It looks like it. You're all smiles.
God damn. Yeah, how many screens you got going on there? I mean, they're tiny ones, but
20-something at last count.
God damn. What are all those? Did you knock down some Filipino truck full of electronics or something? What's going on?
Well, go ahead. Last dance. I want to hear what your opinion is.
I was going to say we've all been wondering too. So that's as good a theory as any of us have come up
Now,
with.
last time I saw a man with that many screens, they fell off the back of a truck. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting.
God damn, the man wearing a smoking jacket, smoking. What the?
Yeah, Prince
This dude
Aphid
know
lip.
how to live.
That's right.
Fuck.
Glad you noticed. Cheers.
Would you like to
This dude a
rethink?
lot.
Would you like to rethink your kissing list now, Hard Ray?
Do me a favor. All right. Prince of Fid Lip.
Aphid lip.
All right. Now, don't tell me what to say.
Prince Aphid lip.
Do me a favor. Smoke while taking a sip of your beverage.
He's a
There
professional.
we go. God damn, this man know. Oh, party foul.
You
All
dropped
right,
That's all right. You went for it. That
I went
counts.
for it.
A for effort.
A for Aphid lip.
A for Aphid lip.
That
Yeah.
ain't E for effort.
Should be. Well, A would be the grade. E would be the first letter.
All right,
But
but for real though, I don't know. What's your name?
Aphid lip.
Okay, I can't say that.
Yes, you can.
Listen,
I think you. I really think you can say
I
it.
got cousins with some names that you would also have some trouble with. Listen, we got different kinds of ways of wrapping our lips around words and shit. You know what I mean? So like,
No.
Fair enough.
I'm just
No.
gonna call you Phil.
there you go.
You can call me.
You look like a Phil. Now tell
Aphid.
me for real though, what's going on with this whole setup here?
What do you mean? What's going on with it?
Like, what
I
is
I
all
get-
that? I mean, like, you look.
Oh, there's
you look
laptops.
insane,
There's
but
tablets.
The type of insane I like.
There's computers.
I'll tell you what it is, Ray. You know how most of us throw out junk when it gets old and useless?
Hell yeah.
Well, Aphid lip comes and takes it out of the garbage and
That's right.
Man.
puts it in his basement.
Really, like, take me around, show me every. I mean, how many different? We got phones, we got tablets.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Damn. And then how you keep all this shit running?
Well, I mean, most of it's doesn't use much power because it's
Milliamps.
You got it hooked up to like a video wall or something. It looked like they all playing something.
they're all playing pictures or videos.
Do you have them all playing independent of each other?
Yeah,
And you have something like loaded onto them to play, or you just find
right.
it on the
Yeah,
internet?
so the ones the stuff that has USB drives or flash cards, they're loaded up with pictures and video.
Okay.
And then I use a app, either the a photo app to just slideshow if they're older devices that can't power playing video 24/7, or the newer ones. I have there's an app called VLC which will play just about anything.
Yeah, nah, VLC, right? Yeah, and because VLC open anything.
Right.
That's one.
So that's the best one.
All right, so like you do this for like a reason, or just to melt your brain, and become Down syndrome?
To be honest with you, Hard Ray, one of us shall be. I use it because we had just tons of pictures and video and stuff on old phones and on hard drives, and you never look at that stuff. You don't rifle through that stuff and look at those old pictures and stuff. So I have them here, and my beer fridge is just off camera right here. So I'm over here getting beers quite frequently, and I have something to stare at when I
This nigga
come
got
over
a
here.
Game Boy behind him.
Yeah,
It's not a Game Boy.
yeah. There's a Game Boy.
Shit.
There's a Game Boy.
Wow, we have a lot of new people here in the chat. Might as well go
I
ahead.
think Hard Ray brought him, I think.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
think so.
I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I'm busy staring at this workbench crazy setup you got going on.
If anyone wants to click the link, they can join in.
I want
But
you
I-
guys can we go on a tour of this room? I gotta see this man's house. Yeah. I want to go on MTV Cribs with this man. Something.
We want a tour. We want a tour.
I feel like
How
I feel like this
often
man
does
gonna
Aphid
take me
have to
outside
pull up
to
his
his
camera and
garage. He's
show
gonna have
people
an
around?
Escalade there with screens in the headrest.
Yeah,
Hey, do you want to know something even cooler, Hard Ray? If you looked up, you'd see the roof is made of skateboards.
yeah.
All right, I like this guy. I like this guy a lot.
we like him too.
So,
Yeah.
I would take you out on a steak dinner.
Oh,
I'd appreciate that.
Steak too. That's not Red Lobster. I take
I'd
a bitch
appreciate
to Red
that.
Lobster. I take you to steak.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Hard Ray.
God damn.
yeah. There's some people are asking for a tour. There's not much of a tour. I mean,
You're looking at most of the screens. There's a couple more, like just to the right, I think.
How many
Well, that's
TVs
about
you
it.
got in your house, Phil?
It's aphid.
Aphid.
There we go.
I told you I'm calling you Phil.
We're calling you Phil.
I can't pronounce that, man. That's
You can pronounce it.
Scary Perry.
I mean, I'm going out on a limb, Ray, but I have a feeling you might be white.
well, you better keep crawling out on that limb and keep me away from it.
I don't know.
I don't like when white people
This,
talk
this,
about
video,
limbs.
this video that you have on, I think I've just spied it looping.
Oh,
I gotta
it
be
took
honest.
you that
I
long?
don't like when white people start talking about limbs because that's like some lynching shit or something.
Yeah, that's a loop for sure.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, I figured that
Sure.
out.
No amount of
If my
stuttering is
video
going to
is
miss
looping,
every
I can
single
see
bit of his
myself
mouth
right now.
going
I'm
like
waving.
this.
If it's looping for y'all, it might be fucked up on here.
You must be.
Right. That must be the reason, huh?
hey, Turk, can you please put your age in the chat so I can verify how old you are, please?
We got a young one coming.
I can't tell if it's a young one or a female.
Ask them if they like candy.
All right, Aphid though, how many TVs you got in your house?
Well, like regular TVs?
Yeah, regular TV, like flat.
Just like the normal one in every room.
34.
6 probably. I don't know.
All right.
Hi,
Turkatron. It is a female. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to see Last Dance twirl.
I'm not going to twirl, and you
Why
wouldn't.
not?
Why?
All right, last dance. You better
I wanna
twirl
see
the lady.
it.
Come on, man. Give her a twirl.
I
want a
don't.
Last Dance.
I don't actually have any legs. I'm just a torso.
You don't.
With
Oh,
a
you
There's a
head.
lot of
are.
ladies in here. Give it a chance. Come on, let us take a look at you. You a good kisser.
Come on.
Yeah. Why do I think I'm being set up?
You're not sitting in I just want to see what you got. That's all.
Why do I think these people are working together? Why do I think?
Anyone.
All
I
right.
just want to
How
see
about
what you got.
how about you do a little? You guys into democracy?
No.
No.
No,
What are you
I'm
kidding
well
me?
known for opposing democracy.
All right,
how many
then.
clubs have
All
you
right,
seen?
then I'm
that
your
have
new
got
leader,
democracy?
bitch. Do it. This is fascism.
Yeah, he's
Hardly
Twirl.
is funny.
You're welcome to peer pressure, but you know.
yeah.
So, Turkatron, what state are you in?
Texas.
All right,
Texas.
Texas.
Mm-hmm.
All my exes live in Texas.
I hate that song.
Biscuit, I know you could throw around in that chair.
There's
I'm
other
just kidding. I don't care.
there's other Texas references, I'm sure, but that is the first one that comes to most
Biscuit,
people.
does your chair spin, Biscuit?
Say again?
Yeah.
your
Does
chair
your chair
spin?
spin?
Does my chair spin?
Yeah.
It does, but there's a radiator right here and there's a table right here.
Ah, come
And
on.
if I
give it a
spin, I'm gonna knock shit over.
spin around. Come on, you can do it.
Can't
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. That's what I like to see.
That's as far as I can go. I'm touching shit. I'm too
Come
fat.
on. Hey,
Good job,
are you like
Biscuit.
a Limp Biscuit fan? Is that why your name's Biscuit Vape?
Oh.
My name's Biscuit because my name's Vias Bitsky. It sounds a bit like biscuit.
That's crazy.
That's actually how Limp Bizkit got their name too.
I didn't know.
Man, you're full of facts. I'm going to be so smart after listening to Ray.
See that music video with Limp Bizkit at the top of the World Trade Center?
I honestly haven't. I didn't.
No, me neither.
Yeah. I don't know if that's Nookie or what. I don't listen to that shit, but
I
they
heard
were at the top
there was
of
someone
the
saying that you got
tower.
your shirt from Old Navy. Is that true?
No,
Oh, okay.
it is not.
And you don't have to lie. They have good deals there.
Yeah, I'm all for good deals. So I just got it because I like Jerry Garcia, and the Bears are a symbol of Jerry, and obviously Grateful Dead. So
I never heard them.
interesting.
What's his bitch's name? Turkatron. Turkatron.
Turkatron.
Turkatron. Turkatron. Turkatron, how long you been watching? Let me ask you.
I've been watching today since like maybe 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So you
Cool.
were here for the transvestigation.
Yeah, I was.
It
And
was a pretty thorough transvestigation too.
what did you
Yeah.
think of the results?
I think there's still some stuff to be uncovered.
Do you think more transvestigation is needed?
Yes.
I missed out on the transvestigation.
Well, then this is a perfect opportunity to conduct one.
We got to look at here on
Over
everybody.
50% of us have got beards. How many transvest?
Too many.
You
No,
could
they
be
can do
taking
anything.
testosterone for
Miracles
all I
of
know.
science and shit. But the thing is, what you got to look at, what they can't change is the bone.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
a good point.
Bone structure.
Yeah.
So what you look at is they call it the shoulder to hip ratio. So
Shoulder
what
to
we're
hip
gonna
ratio.
need to do is look at everybody standing up, check out
Yeah,
your shoulder to
that's
hip
true.
ratio.
Nobody's seeing me stand up. I'm too fucking fat.
Well, we already seen that. This year. We seen
Yeah,
you
we
fat.
already
You go back there. We saw you
transvestigated
fat. Listen,
Well, I
can
did my
calculate
personal
that in my head.
transvestigation.
That ain't no problem.
I always just do the grab the crotch technique.
Whose crotch do you grab?
Yours or
If I'm, it depends. It depends. Last dance.
Good answer.
Last dance, are you sure you don't want to do a twirl for me?
I'm pretty
Oh.
sure about that. In fact, whenever anybody I don't know asks me to do something, my instinct is not to do it.
Aw,
Last dance.
pretty good.
You,
That's
can,
pretty
you
good.
can at least stand up. Let me calculate the.
Now I don't know what's up, but I know it's not to my benefit. So
Well, what? All right, just tell me
You're
what.
so
Wait,
good.
I bet Lance Dance will stand up if you stand up right now.
What's your?
He'll
What's your
stand up
shoulder
then.
Span, what's
Grab
your
your
shoulder
butt.
span?
if you tap your head 3 times, I'll stand up.
What's your
He'll
shoulder
stand up
span
if you go
length?
to your fridge, Hard Ray.
Hard right.
What's your shoulder span length? Is all I'm asking.
Mhm.
Like how wide are your shoulders?
So how wide are my shoulders?
Yeah.
They look kind of narrow to
I mean,
me.
if you had to estimate.
I have no idea.
No idea.
I'd say they're about yay wide.
You can't measure inside your head. You know, like
No,
estimation.
I cannot.
Really?
Um,
All right, now transvestigation fully open because that's kind of a feminine thing. Women
Mhm.
can't picture estimates in their heads, but men can.
Uh-oh, they're on to me.
That's like 20 feet away.
They're on to me.
Surely that's a sexist comment.
It
I
might
think,
be sexist, but sexist is different.
I think I'm about to be outed. I'm about to be outed.
Damn.
yeah,
You cracked me up, Last Dance.
there you go.
I like that.
That's pretty great.
Hey, Turkatron, that's an interesting paint job behind you. That way that was painted.
It does look a lot like a nursery's paint job.
Now, which way is it going? Is it going from green to blue or blue to green?
It's grass in the sky above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that what it is? I see.
Obvious.
Hey, you know what they say?
Do
There's
you have
grass
the-
on the field, play ball.
Yeah, AstroTurf
playboy.
for carpet.
What?
Yeah, AstroTurf for carpet. Fake grass.
That's a dumb question. No.
Why not? I always wanted grass on as a carpet.
I have
You've
sand.
got
out
like
here.
the outside, inside.
I have
It's
a
perfect.
dirt floor for the dirt because it's, grass.
Huh?
Well, you can't. Where does grass grow on AstroTurf or does it grow on dirt?
Grows on.
No, AstroTurf is plastic grass.
Yeah, but why would I paint grass on top of AstroTurf?
Lost me.
You're too high. Come on.
I don't want to smoke weed, thank you. This is my second Guinness.
Looks like a Guinness, yeah.
Oh Oh, you
Your
drink
name is
Guinness.
vapes and you don't smoke weed.
And I vape weed. I mean nicotine.
Gotcha, bitch. I knew it.
Yeah. Good
Jeez,
job. You
biscuit.
confused him and he confessed.
Look, it's nicotine. Oh, you can't even see it. Look, it's nicotine.
That's a boring thing to vape.
Careful how you say that.
I don't care if it's boring. I don't do THC because it makes me feel sleepy.
That's what makes you feel sleepy? Okay.
Yeah, I used to much prefer Class A's, as in snortables, but now I don't do it because I've got a kid.
I don't know. I think drinking makes me sleepier than THC, if I'm honest.
No, drinking's fine.
Okay.
Interesting. Another new person down below. Huh.
They're cammed up, ready to go.
Yes.
What? Oh, bring them in. So, I mean,
Yeah,
what-
bring 'em in.
how could
I
it get
wanna
it?
see this person.
How could it get any worse?
Yeah. We're having fun.
It could. He could be a porn bot. Hey, Camel, can you give me a wave? All right, here we go.
Not a porn bot.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
How are you guys today?
All right. How you doing,
Good.
Camel?
How about you?
I like you guys. I've been
Little
watching you
camel
for a
down
couple minutes
What up,
here.
camel?
Oh, all right.
Thanks, man.
So how did you guys find this show?
Yeah, something's going on this week.
Well, I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it, but I stalk Turkatron around the internet.
Oh no! You're
I
the
get little
guy.
alerts on my phone whenever her visage pops up anywhere on the internet. And
Can you? I'd like to do that too. Can you give me the tips
I've
needed?
got a guy. He had to program it for me. It was kind of expensive, but I can probably get you in touch with him.
Yeah, I
Are you
have some.
guys from
I have some
Twitch or
free income.
YouTube?
Sorry?
Are you guys from Twitch or YouTube?
I'm from
No.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I got a YouTube account.
Yeah.
Have you
Because we're on
twirled?
Twitch as well.
Have you twirled for Turkatron before?
She wants me to twirl for her, but I haven't gotten there yet either.
Wait, who's stalking who now?
I stalk her, but she's a little bit she's okay with it, I suppose.
I have
I
fans.
don't think that's technically classed as stalking if she's allowing it.
Right.
It gets
following.
creepy sometimes.
That's a fine piano you have.
I was
behind you.
just going to bring that up
Thank you, yeah.
myself.
But you're not playing it. It's all piled up with stuff, huh?
I'm not very good at it. It came with the house.
Hey, you got to play to get good, bro.
That's true.
Do all the keys work?
Yeah, it's kind of out of tune. It needs somebody to
Oh,
come
that's
in and
all right.
tune it.
That's all right.
Not fair. I have to lie and
The
put
house
fake
comes with all
pianos
that
in
other
my
junk
background.
too.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody's got to come move the junk too.
Right. Cool. You're in the U.S., I would say, Camel, conservative Camel.
Oh yeah, I'm a USN.
Is your last name Toe by any chance?
No, I wish that'd be sweet.
Come on, keep it PG.
Sorry, I thought we were. What was it?
There we go. Look, I've got a
Some
nicer
kind of
piano in my
investigation,
background now.
trans investigation.
Transvestigation.
Investigation complete.
You don't have to get into specifics, but I'm going to say Pacific Coast for you.
Nope, I'm on the East Coast.
East Coast, damn. All right, cool. Right on, man. Me too.
I really don't
You guys
detect
can
any
figure out
accent
which
at all.
coast I'm from.
I'm kind of a half and half sort of character because I spent a lot of time up in New England and then a lot of time in Texas. So
Cool.
Stalking Turkatron, trying to find her address.
yeah, I've been trying to get at her for a while, but it's more difficult than you'd think.
Keep going. Keep trying.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.
Graham just said that his daughter's watching, so we should all mind our P's and Q's.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I got.
What? Who said?
No,
Oh, he said.
no, I guarantee.
shit.
I guarantee Graham that would be the last. Graham would be the first one to know that that's the last thing to do.
So is he? Is he just joshing around with us, or is he serious?
He's just joking. I mean, come on. Like, have you ever watched a trigger warning show?
It would be rather irresponsible if his daughter's still up at 10 to 12.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Are most of you guys over
I didn't get my twirl, so I'm going.
Oh,
over in the
that
UK
means
or
conservative
something?
camel.
Give it a twirl.
No.
Conservative camel's gonna leave now too.
Well, where Turkatron goes, I go, but I don't know. Now I wanted to ask you guys some more questions.
Oh, go for it, please, before you leave.
So I like that setup you got there, man, with all the computers in the background.
Oh, thank you.
And most of them are just kind of playing random video content.
Yep.
That is cool, man.
Just like old stuff that you have on your phone that you don't look at as much as you should.
What's your power bill?
Nothing, man. I'm telling you, old tablets and phones, they don't take up much juice at all.
I bet my plasma TV takes up more than all those screens put together.
You just leave them running all the time?
Yeah, I leave them 24/7.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Skateboarding video playing right there.
Look, it's an MC, not Jared.
Oh, we got all kinds of new people this
Who's
week.
this
All right.
What's up, buddy?
We can hear you.
Can hear you guys.
We can hear
You
you.
can hear us.
Not Jared. Like not Jared as in the subway, Jared?
I'm gonna have to
Maybe
start
turn your
rearranging
volume up.
the visibility of this room.
Where did Turk go? I don't know, Gran.
There we go.
She gone.
There, Jared hears us.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's going on?
There was a little audio problem before.
That's okay, man. No worries.
How you doing, Jared? Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Excellent.
Cool.
Look, he's got Grateful Dead on too.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
my buddy set me up with this program that alerts me whenever there's excuse me, bullshit Grateful Dead shirts on
Wow, you and Conservative Camel might know the same guy. That's quite a coincidence.
What are you talking? Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Yeah.
He does nothing but follow that girl that was just on here.
I see
Turkatron.
right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's
him.
me.
Where did you get that shirt, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
Amazon, dude.
Amazon. That looks like an Old Navy shirt. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Somebody else
Wrong
said
with
that.
Dave, man. That's weird.
The coincidences are amazing.
Oh, he left. He went to go follow that chick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, then somebody on Amazon is gaff. But this is an old Dead symbol. I mean, I don't think it's proprietary to Old Navy by any means. You know.
No, definitely not. My grandmama made me this one.
Yeah.
You know.
So the Dancing Bears, man, that's Jerry.
Yeah, but it's not from Old Navy.
Your grandma was hip as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry backstage.
His grandma's probably younger than I am.
Oh no, she dead.
Yeah, I could have seen the Dead, man.
I'm barely here.
That's why he can't stand up. He's
Exactly.
He's an invalid in bed right now, hooked up
Well,
to all
actually-
kinds of machinery.
I can't stand up because I'm half in the grave right now. This is the best I can do. It's pulling me down.
You never saw Jerry, bro?
No, it's sad. It was freshman, sophomore year for me in college. I could have saw him,
No.
but dude, I was stupid. I was young. I was dumb.
Yeah.
I became more of a Dead
Dumb.
fan after he died, frankly.
Man.
You don't know what you got till it's gone, man. And then
That
I
is
really,
so true. That is so true.
really discovered them.
Age, to see him live. When did he die? 94.
And 94, yeah, 95 maybe.
When they started
Yeah, it's got to be.
probably there, what? You were in
Yeah.
more in high school, what? 68, 69?
What now?
I think he's talking about Last Dance.
The Last Dance, no.
Oh.
No.
Do you think Smokesteve was a sophomore in 68?
Yeah, he looks
68, dude? He wasn't even born in 68.
Oh,
I was 6 years old in 1968, and
Wow.
Smokesteve is at least 10 years younger than me, if not more.
I was negative 8 years old in 1968.
There you go.
And that shit makes you, that ages you, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. I
Yeah.
look like I'm what? So you're saying I look like I'm about 68 years old then?
Smokes. So good.
Which would add about 15
That's a
years
shame.
onto my age.
That's a shame, Smokesteve.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Is
Fine
it
with
Smoke
me.
Steve or Smokestein? Smokestein, right?
Steve.
Found the cream.
Yeah.
As in, his name is Steve, and he likes to smoke.
Or is it-
Right. It's the title of the name of the pub, Smokesteve's International Pub.
Very similar to my name. My name's Biscuit, and I vape.
But you have a space, which is smart.
That's true.
And I have the verb before the name. You have the name and then the vape after. So
Where
yeah.
did you make on your bar mitzvah?
What now?
How much money did you make at your bar mitzvah?
Oh, just
Now, how do you know if I was bar mitzvahed or not?
Well, your name is Smokestein, right?
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
close.
Damn it. God's sake.
I'm going to need a lot of this stuff tonight. Hey,
Did you click? That was how he went out.
no, my hands were up. My
No,
hands
I
were up.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
That's what
Harvey, when did you get a Peterson
was-
ball on your desk?
he thought that was his drop the mic moment. Apparently,
I thought
He's
that
like-
was all right. He should have stayed.
you're Jewish. Boom, and he's gone.
Yeah.
It must be
Yeah.
that reddish hair, Smokesteve, because every Jew has red hair.
Were any of you guys bar mitzvahed?
I was.
You were.
Yeah.
All right.
I was, yes.
I was bot.
I would have benefited from being bar mitzvahed because I wouldn't have this stupidly long foreskin.
Wait a minute. I know what happened now. Smokesteve just set me up for more facts for the transvestigation.
Oh,
Because bar mitzvah means that, at least when I was 13, I was a male.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
See, he's gathering data now.
There you go.
You're helping with transvestigation. Fell for it.
That's true.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hard Ray put it on his Old Navy shirt. I didn't even see him turn his cam off to do that.
Well, he'd be a great poker player. That's one thing about him.
He's smooth.
He's even got a cock and balls on his worktop.
Is that? I thought it was a like a arm going like this. Is that a cock and balls?
I saw it as
That's
a
a
cock
big-
and balls.
That's
Got
a
two
big
balls
cock
and
and
a big
balls.
cock. Yeah, but he is
I
black.
don't know.
Maybe I was wrong, Hard Ray. Maybe
Can't
you
be
aren't
too
white.
healthy because it's yellow.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
can't be a good sign.
That's just a pepper mill.
Arden.
I don't know why I missed that.
Oh, right. She's the Prime Minister of
Yeah,
New
that's
Zealand. I
true.
believe.
That's true.
Yes.
That horse faced bitch do look like a guy.
Interesting. I don't know much about her,
Yeah,
but
I
I
reckon
They call it
that,
duty.
what's her name from Germany?
I'm going to get
What's
a
her
quick
name?
refill.
All right, last dance. Twirl.
Enjoy.
Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel.
Jeez. Last
She-
dance.
she- I reckon Angela Merkel was a man when she was younger.
Angela Merkel.
Look at that belly. He's in competition with you, Smokesteve.
Merkel, did you ever see the video of her dancing with the bikini on?
No.
Yeah, you don't want to, but
She have a bulge.
she does not look good, man. But she is a freewheeling spirit.
Which one is Merkel?
Germany.
Oh,
German
Merkel.
Prime Minister, is it?
Merkel.
Or is she just the EU thing?
I don't know. She was the prime minister for a while. I think she's out now.
Apparently, Graham's camera is broke. That's a shame.
That is such baloney.
You can come on audio.
Yeah, he can, but I mean, come on, the broke camera.
No, it didn't say that. I'm just giving him the business.
Oh, I
since he's
got
not on here.
Ah,
All right, Merkel.
Merkel, did I do that?
No, my man. Yeah, there she is. Sorry. I'm just trying to find this video here.
Of her twirling.
Yes. It's not good.
Is it like now or like when she was way younger?
It's more now. I hope I don't get
Monetized?
Dead air here, Smokesteve. You're really
sorry. Yeah.
bringing the show down.
All right.
There goes your viewers.
Cut the commercial.
You're
How
up
long
to
has Merkel
100.
been in power? Seems like she's
Quite a
been around
while.
for 20
been a
years.
while.
Seems like
Not quite as long as the Queen.
Queen's better looking than Merkel. I'll tell you that. Even at 99.
Oh, is it? No, come on, that's not her.
That's her.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's her at a
She's
speech.
bloke.
That's her.
Oh my god!
Seriously, she made the conscious decision to wear that two-piece bikini,
That's her, bro.
and she
Now,
was
which
still voted
was
into
worse?
office.
Which was
Yeah.
worse, that
Oh my!
or the
Oh my God!
No, don't.
Seriously, is that really her?
That is her. That is her.
No.
Yes.
Smokesteve, you got to turn off that heart rate video. That was the New Zealand massacre he was playing.
Oh,
What?
I thought it was.
It wasn't a game. I think
Call
it
of
was-
Duty.
Wait, I was looking at my own thing. What happened?
Nah,
Heart
it's
rate was-
Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. It looked like the New Zealand massacre guy.
No, sorry, I switched over. I switched over to my stream. I'm playing Call of Duty right now.
You can play Call of Duty. That's fine.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. Which
I
Call?
started a Twitch stream last week.
I only
I've
do
got-
Black Ops.
I got 3 subscribers.
Black Ops 2. Electric Boogaloo.
That's funny.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
That's the new COD. Get rid of hard rays. What I'm hearing from the people.
Oh, Hard Ray.
What'd I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I don't know.
Damn, black man in America can't get along.
No, it isn't.
Hey, in this stream, Hard Ray, I'm the minority.
Well, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
Oh no,
Might be right for you.
he's lying. He's
May
lying.
Not be right for some. A
He's
man
lying. Smokesteve.
is born.
Who's
He's
lying?
a man of
It was
men.
the. I just rewound it.
And
You
they
better
got
cut him.
nothing but they
Cut him.
Oh, it was. Oh,
Was
I
that
mean,
right?
if he's you're right. If he's gonna do that, then he's not trustworthy.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Hard Ray. If you can hear me, I just rewound the tape, and yes, you were playing the. Was it New Zealand, right?
It's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. I
Can't
can't be sure. I mean, it just looked like.
not that Smokes like when I got it paused right now with right when he's walking into the church, and then I see Smokesteve, and it's out of focus, so it almost looks like a dozen naked old women dancing, but it's Merkel up there, and it's funny seeing the comparison that we threw the guy out where he's walking into a real nice looking building, and you got that playing on your screen.
Is it of the level to have one of the boys go scrub it, or do you
No,
think it's
no,
all
I
right?
don't. Well, let me watch it and see.
it didn't get there, did it?
I mean, someone else said they were
Okay,
pretty
he's
sure
got
it
the
was
shotgun
Call
out.
of Duty.
Yeah, but he's likely just saying that.
The New Zealand shooter did not use a shotgun.
Yeah,
He did. He
Yep.
did at first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's shooting dead bodies, so you need to maybe notify somebody.
Scrub. All right.
Because I think they made the decision not to play that on Live Leak, so they're gonna want to know that was played here.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
This the company that hosts this will not like that video, even an image of it being on there.
Right. Hard Ray.
Oh, that's fine.
He was a good white kid, you know.
So give me a timestamp, Aphid.
It's
It would have been 1 hour dead, wouldn't it?
hold on, let me see. Let me go full screen, see if it says. Okay, it is Oh, see, it counts down. So it says I'm at the time back. Hold on, let me see if
You can
it
use
doesn't
that.
say. Well, it was
around 1 hour dead.
yeah, exactly. He's exactly right. It was right at 1 hour.
Looks like Graham's entertained by the fact that we had a banned video segment on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's aware already.
Yeah, Graham says he's okay. Leave him there.
Graham just says LOL.
Graham said leave him, but we can't. Come on,
I'm
Graham.
gonna
We can't
just
leave him.
notify the official editor, and he can do it.
If a guy's gonna play that video, then you can't risk having him around.
You're right, Mark. Of the
Did I get any credit for having identified it quickly?
Good job. Well, I'm
Thank
sure we would have noticed sooner or later when we started seeing the people getting blasted.
Wait, somebody on the chat said it was Call of Duty.
I said it was Call of Duty. I thought it was Call of Duty.
I'm not sure. I didn't see it.
It's hard to tell, man. I mean, when you.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
all I
Jesus.
saw was people with the head bowed down in like a checkered plate floor thing, and like it was shooting them in back while they had the hands over their heads. Bowed down.
I've played a fair amount of Call of Duty. You kill people who are shooting usually at you, and it's in a video game setting.
Yeah, if you're playing solo, single player, there's all sorts of like NPCs that aren't shooting you, isn't there?
Hard Ray's pleading this case.
It's a hard rain,
man.
gonna fall. Yeah.
Sorry, Hard Ray.
It's just a bit risky, Hard Ray. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he might have some compatriots in the chat.
I was actually surprised Hard Ray made it that far, to be honest.
Well, I want to keep people, man.
Oh, I don't blame. Yeah,
No.
yeah. I'm looking through your eyes, and I'm saying I'm surprised he made it.
Yeah, and I was looking
my
at this.
eyes,
I
I
was
like-
trying to get Merkel to focus. I'm like, what am I doing? But meanwhile, he's playing this down in the corner. It was a shit show. Sorry about that. Okay, Fat Belly, he does often bullshit, but he is now being truthful.
I believe Fat Belly.
Yeah, he in this particular case.
Sorry,
I know he's serious.
I rewound it. It was definitely.
Yeah, I've seen that video a million times. It's pretty obvious. If it was, it was. If you've seen it enough.
Martin. Is Martin not coming on?
Marty's here?
There's a Martin in the
Martin.
chat.
He said he was
Martin.
waiting for 4 hours over Prince Philip.
Oh,
Is that our Martin?
Is that
though?
I
our
think
Martin?
so.
if it is, I'd like to. He hasn't been on since. I think it was the week that I came on dressed as Martin. He hasn't been on since, so I thought maybe I scared Martin off with being a little too creepy.
Why would I watch it? Because I'm sick. That's why. Because I'm sick in the motherfucking head.
Yeah, I ripped that video as soon as it came out because I knew it wasn't going to be around.
That's looping on 3 or 4 of your monitors, right?
It is. Well, my son likes to see it.
Of course, it's a great way to babysit your kids when you can't be around.
No, I just knew.
I just take their eyes off it.
The way it was being taken off everything, I was like, I better rip this just to. I don't know why. I've never even. Why I watched it when it happened. But.
Well, there's an instinct to copy something that's
Well,
been
that
banned.
was back in the time when I was like big into like posting ripped stuff off. Like I was proud of my lively ripped contributions at one point.
Hey, let's add one guy who we all know well. Hey, look who it is.
All right.
Right for this.
Right for this, and a friend.
And
That's my baby.
Hey
hey,
there.
His cat got beautifully woman-like.
Man, I wish I had that magic here.
I just wanted to check in and say a quick hello, and that life is good right now. So,
Oh, good for you,
Excellent.
for this.
all right,
Oh.
I'm going to say hi and bye, and I'm
All right.
All right.
Take care, guys.
buddy.
gonna.
Peace.
Thanks for stopping by.
Pleasure to meet you, darling. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
That's nice. Look at him, huh?
He was on a different
Look,
device.
so much happier.
Different device in his bedroom. Cyberpunk was.
He's making me jealous. It's like watching Hugh Hefner come on the screen, and My
Right.
life is so lame by comparison.
Let's
Oh,
let's put a man on a mission here. He appears to be underway in a automobile. Yes, that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
And he's
Oh.
what was
He's-
that?
I hope he's
He's
not
you-
moving.
Yep, it looks like he's driving.
he's got his tracking device on that Turk chick.
Yeah.
And,
You guys hear me?
yeah,
I
we
know
can
who's
hear
in
you.
front of him.
I see paddle
Open the
shifters.
window and I say hello, shout out a
You
hello
hear
to
me?
Turkatron.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
Okay.
hear you.
Your audio is a little off from your video, but that's all right.
What kind of
Well-
car is Turkatron driving?
He's in mad
Yeah,
pursuit of her.
He's in proper stalking mode now, isn't he?
He is.
He is.
He even put the black hat on so nobody would recognize him.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. This is very unusual.
It's a very bizarre show today, isn't it?
It
Camel-
is,
You
man.
for 1 week and a load of nut jobs come out.
I'm gonna go.
from
Yeah.
work.
Camel,
Turkatron.
can you hear us, Camel?
Huh?
Can you hear us?
It's a two-door sedan with a sunroof. It looks good. Paddle
I'm guessing-
shifters.
I'm guessing this is not really him live. That's just my guess, but
No, this is him live.
No, I think it is. I think it because Hard Ray would have no way of having a secret.
No. I don't think it's Hard Ray, but I don't think. I mean, can conservative Camel open his mouth or something so we can see that he's actually?
His video froze for a moment, but there's no way this is a looped video.
It may not be loop, but it might be 20 minutes of him driving the car.
But why would conservative Camel go through all that trouble?
I wish I could answer that question and so many others that that pop up on the show.
Conservative Camel, wreck your car, and if those airbags don't
I can't hear you.
deploy,
Oh, there he goes.
yeah, I don't think he can hear us.
All right, let's add my brother B.
Brother B.
Hey, all right, brother B.
I'm glad Brother B's here this week. I was curious. How did the rabbit turn out, Brother B?
Well, it came out, but we didn't have a lot of people willing to try it.
Oh no! Did you
Hey, we got Topple.
did
on
you
the
just
chat.
did you just throw it on the grill like Smokesteve said you were gonna do?
I baked it first, and then I finished it on the grill.
Finished it on the grill. Smokesteve, did you try some of this rabbit?
Yeah, I had a bite of the backstrap. It was tender, white. He put a hoisin type glaze on it.
Oh, that sounds good.
But the thing had its like little paws and shit. It was still like the body shape.
Yeah, yeah.
And the ladies were,
Put off.
but the young bucks were doing fine with it, and I had a little bite. Even I believe Sammy Cat tried it. She did eat some rabbit.
Yeah.
The last
they're
rabbit
good.
I had,
Good.
I messed up. I tried boiling it.
Ooh,
And
boiled
oh
rabbit.
my god, did it stunk.
Oh, dude, boiled rabbit.
Yeah, that sounds. He apparently he saw a Bugs Bunny and thought,
Can you
Elmer,
guys hear me?
if it's good enough for
Oh,
Elmer
hear me?
Fudd, it's good enough for me.
I'm
Use
going
the
with
Glen-
Turkatron.
Big cauldron.
Use the Glenn
Yeah, we-
Close recipe.
Yeah,
I
Glenn.
even put the carrots and potatoes in with the rabbit.
He's
Yeah, remember Bugs
It
was in like he was taking a bath using this carrot.
Yeah.
right.
Can you
So-
hear me?
Difference was I was a bit better than
Hello?
I before.
Yes.
I chopped bugs in half first.
Yes, conservative Camel. We're just in the middle of a conversation. That's all.
Sorry.
That's
I
all
can't
right.
hear
That's
you.
all right. That's all right.
Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm driving.
Yeah,
all
let's
right.
see that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's his live cam last dance.
My camera on?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Steve, you got bar mitzvah?
No, that wasn't me, bro. You know I did.
Yeah,
This is how rumors get started. Even your own brother now believes it.
I got a kick out of you were born in 1968.
No. He was a sophomore in 1968.
No, yeah.
In college or high school, I don't know. Let's say so. More or less, he thinks I was born in 50 to 54.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. If you would be a sophomore, it's like
I got even that was way off.
Yeah, that was way off. Definitely. What do you want tonight, brother? The phone.
I got a new phone. I got an iPhone 12. I just said so
Hold it. Get it a little closer. The volume could be better.
on my bike.
The bike thing. Here we go.
How's that?
He's humming away.
I think
That's not me.
Give me
you
your
know what?
Is that better?
Yeah, I don't think that was his live cam either. I don't know what's going on with Conservative Camel. But
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously a video of some kind.
he did the same thing with the mask twice.
You know?
Attracted him tonight, Smokesteve.
Right. Totally.
You had a good, you got 38. You know, you're getting up there. You almost, if you get 50, Biscuit Vape's going to shave his eyebrows off.
Not this time. I still haven't got paid for the last time.
You still don't have a coffee cup, do you?
No, I'm livid.
What are you having? A cookie?
Nope. Oh shit, it's gone.
What is that?
Hold on. No.
Pizza.
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread. All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah, he likes Smokesteve the best.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Oh, great.
All right. I'll be back.
This is the only episode where I felt like there's a lot of not so nice people around.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
but
been
we.
noticing that a lot lately. I noticed this kind of a vibe going around.
Yeah, but we got 39 livers. That's pretty good. Maybe.
You noticed it elsewhere, Brother B?
I did. I was called a misogynist. I was called a bigot. And I don't start
That's
any
correct,
trouble.
Scott.
Was there anything that was untrue? Oh,
Yeah, and that was just from your brother.
Yeah, right. Jeez. Now it's going around lately. I've been reading a lot about Prince Philip is getting a lot of hate. Biscuit.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Hey,
And,
what?
I mean, God
What would it
Almighty.
be?
well, Hayden was.
There's a lot of hate I'm seeing, especially on Twitter and online towards Prince Philip.
Really?
It's mostly Americans. I'm not sure how Brits feel, but
Well,
I found that interesting.
I kind of like Prince Philip. He's only one royals that's like a normal person.
That's what I thought.
Hmm.
Our mother always followed the royals. I don't know if you remember that, Steve, but
I mean, he's just like one of us. He even gave up his, like I did. I gave up my job for
Yeah.
a woman. He gave up his life's dream
yeah,
for the Queen.
99 is not a bad age. Jeez, I hope I make
Yeah.
it 59.
It was only a few months away from being 100.
Wow. How old is the Queen? Do you know?
Late 90s, I think.
Wow.
Not much younger.
But,
she looks
you know,
fantastic.
I was waiting for Prince Philip to get his letter from his wife. His 100-year, because people who get to 100 years in Britain get a signed letter from the Queen.
That's pretty funny.
Wow.
And he was this close to getting a letter from his wife.
Jeez. I guess that demographic is growing, that people in that age
Yeah.
bracket.
Yeah.
More and more people reaching the 100.
Well, maybe not this year.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
hey, Topple.
Topple, you're already married.
Right. Come
I
on.
don't think Queen's got that much left in her.
No, but sure had a good run.
I mean,
But,
she looks good.
I think there's
I think the royal thing should die a death. Not all the people should die a death, but the royalty should just drift off.
you see, I disagree with that, and I'm an American, and I think you should not. I think you.
I'm sorry,
should
but
keep
we
the,
don't want
the
Prince
monarchy.
Charles as king. Fuck that.
Well, it's
He's next in line, Prince Charles.
Exactly, but I don't want him king.
what does it matter? I mean, they're just actors, basically playing the role of a monarch. They don't have any power, after all.
No, but
And so, what would that leave Camilla?
I mean, at least the Queen's got some sort of gravitas. She's got some presence. What's Prince Charles got? Some fucking huge ears that stick out like this.
What about Camilla? Would she be queen, or what would her title be?
Oh, she'll be a duchess.
Duchess.
The Duchess
Camilla.
of something. Yeah, that's right. Shatner turned 90. Thank you, Blind Fairy.
Camilla, why the long face?
That's what always got me. Why was Prince Philip named Prince still and not like King?
You would have to explain that to us. We don't have
I have
to.
no idea. I'm as perplexed as you guys. I mean, he's a bloke and he's the husband of a queen. I always thought the husband of a queen was always a king.
Well, it depends on who's in line, right? Whose ancestry is actually the royal family.
Yeah, but you could have called him a king, a subjugate king, not a king in power. Why prince?
Interesting.
Yeah, young
Princes
Alex.
are supposed to be the children of the queen, not the partner.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there's only one monarch, I guess, right? So there's the king or the queen.
Oh, the bloodline, right? It's the royal family.
It's only fairy tales where you have king and queen.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. You got me stumped. What happened here? We lost Last Dance. Okay, there he is.
I must have hit the wrong button.
No worries.
Sorry about that.
I don't think I did it. Did I?
I doubt it.
So that means that, let's say, wouldn't that make Camilla the princess?
She's not a princess because she's not of any royal blood.
She herself is not a royal. She
Right.
married into the royalty.
But as did Philip.
She is only a duchess.
Well, that's true, though. For Philip wasn't royalty.
Philip wasn't royalty, and they made him a prince. So would that not make her a princess?
I think it's because Camilla was basically Prince Charles's hooker while he was with Diana.
All right, we're going to need to edit that out too, because biscuit vapes will be taken to the Tower of London if you don't.
No, I mean, I can't think of the right word. You know, when you're married to somebody and you go with someone else, mistress. That's what the word I was looking for. But hooker's close enough.
That's much better than you should not confuse those two words.
Let me just say,
What's up with the curfew I heard in England now for men, the 6 o'clock curfew or something like that?
for men,
I've seen that online too. I was doubtful.
what? So women are allowed out, but men aren't?
I don't know. Well,
I hadn't heard that.
the crazy world.
Yeah, that doesn't. Where'd you read that? Breitbart?
No, I wasn't on Breitbart. I think I saw it on Twitter.
There was some proposal for men to have
Why
for their
do
curfew.
so many people get the news off Twitter?
I don't trust any other news network anymore.
But Twitter is so full of shit. How do you weed it out?
I don't take anything for granted. I mean, I wouldn't trust anything.
Yeah, and Twitter, you can follow very reputable, like as individual channels or whatever pages.
I can understand hearing of it from Twitter, but then finding another source to corroborate it. But most people just say, Oh, I heard it on Twitter, so it must be true.
Well,
No,
those,
I don't think it's true if I hear it, but there's a couple other platforms I go on. Telegram is one.
Yeah.
And I follow some different politicians too, just to hear it straight from their mouth.
I mean, you could say the same thing of me because I get my main news feed from Sky News. Nobody likes Sky News.
Sky. I've never heard of it.
Ever heard of Sky?
No.
Huh.
Have you,
I
Stephen?
thought it started in America.
yeah, I've heard of it, of course. Sky News, Skynet. That's
Skynet.
Terminator, right?
Terminator. It actually turned into something else, didn't it? Newest film.
Charlotte, go ahead and click that link that I just put up there if you want to come on.
I always got a kick out of Arnold when they asked Arnold how he felt. Speaking of royalty, he married into the Kennedys. And Arnold said, I don't look at it like that. I look at the Kennedys and marrying into the Schwarzeneggers.
Yeah. Yeah, Arnold is the man.
Yeah.
Original Terminator, I would say, is probably his best work ever, even though he didn't really act. He just acted like a robot.
Terminator 2 was good also.
It was good, but the original one was a very good sci-fi movie, I think.
Yeah, it was a good idea. I think the effects got better as the movie progressed, but...
Well, the effects with him, like when he was looking at himself in the mirror and it's obviously a robot. But the effects when they went to the future and they showed the battles and shit with like the robot planes and warriors, I thought that was pretty compelling special effects.
Yeah.
Do you not think that the movies have got lazy these days by using CGI too much rather than using practical effects like they did on Jurassic Park, the original?
Yeah, I mean,
because Jurassic Park, the original, it looked better than the CGI of the new Jurassic World.
Yeah, they had a higher budget. They actually used trained dinosaurs.
No, they used animatronics with.
Oh man, I thought they were trained dinosaurs. Man, you ruined it for me.
They used puppets and they just got such a much better looking finish.
Yeah, I mean, think about the whole Empire Strikes Back, how they created some of those scenes riding the whatever those little motorcycle-y type hover craft things through the forest.
I forget what that car is that was along the desert. They actually had like mirrors along the bottom to hide the wheels.
Pretty amazing, man. And just the real thing with the little trick photography probably beats computer, maybe even still.
Or even using the real thing with some CGI to touch it up.
Yeah, they do that a lot with explosions. They'll stage an explosion in a movie and then after the fact amplify the explosion with CGI, which is really effective. But if you don't have that real explosion, it doesn't work. It's just fake. We've all seen the fake explosions. It's total bullshit.
The worst ones are on the really shitty movies where they've got they've literally just put an explosion on top of the original footage.
Right. Or in Rambo when he jumps away from the explosion, I think it's Rambo 2, and the explosion is moving in slow motion at the same speed as him instead of like 1,000 times faster. It just didn't make any sense, man. He still would have gotten blown apart, but that would have been the scene where they dropped the gasoline bomb from the bottom of the massive Russian helicopter on the waterfall. That was a cool scene. Yeah. The Viet Cong guy's trying to shoot Rambo with like a pistol, and he doesn't have it. I think that's when Rambo hits him with the exploding head arrow. That was cool, man.
His shoes were just standing there smoking.
Did that happen?
I think so.
I was playing a game on Twitch with cheats on, and I had like infinite like exploding arrows, and I was just going around shooting everything, watching them just turn into powders of blood dust.
Yeah.
That
All
was
right,
fun.
gonna cut out for a sec, Steve. I'll be back.
See ya.
All right, bye guys.
See you later, Brother B.
Yeah, on Call of Duty, one of the special weapons you can get was the arrow thing, but you can't get it anymore. But I have it. Pretty sweet.
I've got. Is it Call of Duty Black Ops 3? And you get a like, you know, if you got to like wait for like 3 minutes or so for it to charge up, and then you can have a one-shot arrow that's got an explosive tip.
Huh. Anyone have any thoughts on this?
You know,
Will there be war in Ukraine? What's that? How's that pronounced?
Donetsk.
Donetsk.
Donbass.
Donbass.
And I
yeah.
can't pronounce the other one. Is it Lugansk?
Lugansk. Yeah.
Lugansk. Yeah, Donbass and Lugansk. They're from the old neighborhood, you know.
I've not heard of this.
Donbass, good fisherman.
Very, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know there was a ramp up.
Yeah, there's tensions increasing. It part of it, I think, has to do with Russia kind of taking advantage of what they think are weaknesses in the Biden administration.
Interesting. Yeah, some of that footage from, I guess it was the Ukraine a few years ago with the protesters getting shot and snipers and all that craziness. That was pretty wild.
That was the original revolution there, which predated the war.
I heard that in some of the videos, you'll see guys running around with like little revolvers, just trying to like shoot over barricades, and then they end up just getting mowed down. It's like I don't know if they were thinking they were going to do damage with this small pistol against, rifles, but it was just pretty wild footage, man. It was like, I don't know, did you guys ever see any of it? There was one group of guys that were like behind a barricade in a street, and then there was the army, I guess, was in a building shooting down at them, and they were kind of holding signs up and shit to block themselves, but it was just
it was funny. They were holding up paper signs to
plywood,
block the bullets, and that didn't work very well.
No, obviously, pretty wild stuff.
I wanted to touch a bit on George Floyd while we're here, because I actually was the one who I didn't get to have my little rant. I was the last phone caller that didn't get to go through, and I wanted to have a little rant about George Floyd.
All right, Charlotte has planted a thought in my head, and I have to go take care of some business.
No worries, go ahead.
It's the only thing I'm thinking about right now.
It's fine, dude. Go for it. Who is that? Is that Alex? It's got to be Graham.
Yeah, it's got to be. Graham would be on Graham. Plus, young Alex is such a fan. I'm so grateful for the years of abuse I've gotten from young Alex.
He's going to take care of that little foible earlier from the gentleman, the shooting thing. So he'll put a little blur over that screen for that period of time. So nice and slick.
Hard Ray. It's a shame. I think everybody had such high expectations of Hard Ray. He's going to be a regular every week here on the Smokesteve International Pub.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought he was going to drop the N-word. That's what my fear was.
He was trying to get us to drop the N-word, didn't he?
He did, but he was quoting a song lyric, and he finished it with the A at the end. And but also when you're quoting a song, like literally a rap, if it's in that, even though I'm still not comfortable enough to do it.
Yeah.
I would never be comfortable enough.
But
you don't want to be on cam doing that, Smokesteve.
There you go, Charlotte. It's right there. You're not blocked by me, unless you're blocked by. No, nothing from Natalie, Joe. She's a good kid. Follow her on Twitter. She's a great follow. I would love to have her back on here someday, but that would be at her own choice, and I'm not gonna Not gonna go there, you know. She's
Also, there was that thing about Extinction Rebellion. What the fuck were they thinking? Smashing the glass windows to save the planet.
that didn't make any sense at all.
No. I mean, surely you'd be wasting energy with all the heat that's escaping from the building.
Yeah, seriously. Joe, I would look around on Twitter. You can find her. It's fairly easy to find.
Yeah, I think I follow her.
I think she's still on alt feed, I think, isn't she? Or is she still doing those rock things?
No, she hadn't done one, I don't think, since that last show.
Oh dear.
Anybody been on alt feed? Has it opened back up late, like today? He said this weekend, possibly. The big dog.
I haven't been on for a good month now, I think.
Is it closed?
It was, but he's doing a bunch of upgrades.
Nope, still in the same closed state.
Closed state, cool. Yeah, try to make it a thing to go on there every day or two. You know.
Charlotte says she's been blocked. Is that true?
I don't know. I put the link.
See how.
I don't think so.
You can't block people from StreamYard, can you?
I certainly didn't. And no, none of the guys have. So I don't know what she means. I put the link up. I can put it again. But I think Charlotte is shy, which is cool.
Absolutely.
I think she wants to come on, but maybe she's a little apprehensive, which is totally cool. No worries.
I'm a little shy.
So what do you think? We had
I know how Charlotte feels.
Turkatron, Conservative Camel, and Hard Ray.
Yeah.
You think any of them were together or related or working?
Well, obviously Camel and Turkatron were, but I think the Hard Ray, I think he marches to a beat of his own drum. I'm wondering if maybe is there any chance that they got their monetization back and it went out on more searches than usual, possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. See, if they got monetization back, they would get more visibility as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing that they got in trouble, so they got taken off of certain privileges, is what I'm guessing. But I know a lot of times I search for live shows and stuff, and I never do it when trigger warnings are on because I'm usually here. But you know, you can cater your search to live only feeds when you're searching on YouTube. So I try to see if there's anything like this out there or anything cool. Most of the time it's usually like a Skype call like this where it's just a bunch of dudes talking about random stuff.
I've never found out like this anywhere.
So I'm sure you could find it this way if you were looking for it.
I mean, we've had, visitors who were just searching and stumbled on it before, and those were usually, enjoyable visits.
Yeah, exactly. There was that young kid from Spain. He was cool.
He was very cool.
There was the woman a week or maybe 2 weeks ago who was kind of like maybe on the liberal persuasion, and she had.
Yeah, I liked her.
She had some strong ideas, but I went to get a beer and then she was gone. So
yeah, I was sad about that. I can't remember her name. It was like an Indian name of some kind.
Right.
Yeah, I was hoping she'd be back, but I guess not.
Well, Cup of Tea's here. He could always call in.
Cup of Tea, yeah.
There is a link. It's just right there, and it's underneath the video that you're watching. You can just click on it and come and join it.
She's not shy.
I made it. Can you believe it?
All right. So you weren't.
There is a link right there, and it's underneath the video that you're watching. Oh, you got to click on it and come and join it.
She's not shy. I made it. Can you believe it? I've got like the.
So you weren't.
Oh, you got to click on it and come and join
it.
Okay. Charlotte, there's some kind of a loop going on of feedback.
She's got the show playing on YouTube still. The volume is still on.
One tab is playing YouTube.
Mute YouTube, and you should be fine.
So
Go
she'll,
on,
she'll
Like a 20
she's got,
second delay,
she's
isn't
got the
it?
show playing on
Yeah.
YouTube. No. Okay.
Just looking at it on YouTube. How
Just-
do people
okay.
do that?
Hold on. Let Aphid Lip go.
So she can see my hands right now. Okay. So what the problem is, hopefully enough time has went by. You need to mute the volume on the YouTube stream that we're watching. All right. And then she's confused because she's probably still hearing like multiple things going over and over and over. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear and understand what I'm saying.
Type it in the chat, dude.
She's the thumbs up. She's only got like 2 frames a minute. So try her now. Unmute her. See if she's. So maybe she figured it out. Oh, can you unmute her?
I'm trying.
Got like 2 frames a minute.
That
No. But try her now. Unmute her. Well, she has to have heard me because there's no
Okay.
back talk.
Charlotte.
Just mute.
You probably opened another tab for StreamYard. That means you have your original YouTube tab open as well as the StreamYard tab. Just close the YouTube tab or mute it. Either way will work.
See, it's hard to tell if she's doing something because her frame rate is so low.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Her volume was okay. Try her now. Maybe she figured it out. Give her a chance. See if she got it.
I just put it in the chat. All right, come on.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh,
Right,
she figured it out. She figured it out.
You got it.
Yay!
There we go.
She figured it
Yeah,
out.
I know. Yeah.
Now
Good
you're
evening,
here.
But like
Charlotte.
3 like 18 tabs. It's so it's that.
Sounds good. How you doing, Charlotte? Very good.
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, things are weird in England at the moment. I think Biscuit Bates will be able to say the same thing. Like things are just like absolutely bizarre. What's going on over here?
Actually, I'm a bit locked in to know what's going on. I see a little bit of here and there on Sky News, but for the last 4 days I've been on Twitch or watching My Name Is Earl on Disney Plus. So I've not seen anything.
Well, you should know that you should never watch Sky News because it's absolutely, but insane brainwashing. You should never watch Sky News, BBC, ITV.
I don't have live TV, you see, so I use YouTube for my news source.
Yeah, same.
here.
I don't have I don't pay my TV license, so you should never watch any of that crap because it's like Piers Morgan going through your head and all them kind of people just do not.
Piers Morgan on here.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So, yeah, you definitely sound different from most of the UK people. So you don't have to get into specifics, but what is your UK accent, Charlotte?
I'm from like Lancashire, which is like near Manchester. We have like Coronation Street and things like that.
Oh, she's close to Hayden and Graham.
Yeah, she's in between me and Graham.
Yeah, near like Mitchell and all that kind of thing.
I'm from Doncaster, so it's like me and Graham are either side of Lancashire.
Yeah, I saw a great video.
There's nothing going on.
Go ahead, continue, Charlotte. You're almost like you're a second behind, but you're basically good enough that we can confirm.
If you turn your you don't have a whole lot of bandwidth. So if you turn your camera off, if you know how to do that, then you'll probably your audio will be a lot clearer.
Yeah, but
But I want to see her.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying. You can either communicate with her or look at her.
Yeah, I mean, it's better if we can communicate clearly.
I think she's doing all right.
Right. Okay. So, like, I'm from Is it like a really bad like frequency? Is it like
Well, no, it's just like
No.
sometimes your words get cut out. So like right now, you just said you were from, and then we didn't hear where you were from because you cut out. And right now, we don't hear you.
Okay, so biscuit vapes is like about. Oh, really?
No, you're good. See, there's a slight delay, but we'll give you a second, and then you can go ahead and start talking now.
That is very kind of you. So biscuit vapes is like an hour and a half away from me. An hour and a half, maybe. Like, have you ever been to Skipton?
Like that,
Have you ever been to Skipton? Yeah.
Skipton,
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's absolutely shit in England at the moment. I've been talking to a friend from Canada who's like, absolutely, it's worse in Canada than here. And if you see what's going on in Australia and New Zealand at the moment, absolutely, it's tyranny, absolute tyranny.
Are you guys still like totally locked down?
For now.
Yeah, so we are told that on Monday.
On Monday. We open up a bit
Yeah,
on
but
Monday,
it's
don't we?
pathetic. Yeah, you're given a little bit of freedom on the 12th of April. Yeah, so apparently on the 12th of April, Monday, the pubs and the restaurants are allowed to open, but you're not allowed to go inside the pubs and restaurants. You can sit outside if you've got like a bloody seating area and all that kind of thing. You're allowed to do that. And then the next phase is in May, which is what, the 12th of May or something like that, where you're allowed to go inside. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no sense. There's nobody, you know. I think asymptomatic transmission is made up, to be fair. I think.
What about small shops?
And there's no science behind it.
What about small shops? Like, can you go in and can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
What
yeah,
about
a friend of mine has an antique shop over the road. It's like a little small shop. He's going to put all the signs up saying social distancing, which is not social. You have to wear a mask. And he does not agree with it in the slightest. A lot of people are not agreeing with it because it doesn't make sense at all. And it's making businesses go, it's making them plummet. There's no way that it will work, you know. And so, for example, right, we're in April and it's been snowing outside my door today, April in England. And like last year, it was like hot, I had freckles on my face, it was really boiling. And it's been snowing. And so next week, we're allowed to sit outside a pub or a restaurant or a bar, not allowed to go inside. What, freezing to bloody death? It's not going to work, is it?
It will, because if you think about it, the transmission is a lot less outside than it is in. And also, if they open the bars so you can drink outside, that's better than just leaving them shut, isn't it?
It is better.
How many pubs have outside spacing, though?
In Doncaster, all of them.
It's not... Do that? No, yeah, but no, it does not work. I know places over here that are not going to open because it's not going to, you know, like be worth the time and effort to do it. It just does not make sense.
They could put barricades outside the front door and make a little seating area.
Why don't they just let them in? It's ridiculous. Absolutely
because
ridiculous.
Indoor transmission is too high.
Car shop, Sainsbury's, but the Asda, and stand next to somebody, but you can't really go inside somewhere where they...
So
ridiculous.
are you pro vaccine passport then?
Am I? Because like that is the.
Well,
are you?
Well, I've had my vaccine, so yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right, Chuck.
Flu.
Yeah.
No. Hang on, it's the flu. Come on.
It's not the flu.
You know it's the flu. We all know it's the flu.
It's bat flu.
It's not the flu.
No,
because nobody ever fucking bat in China.
It's not.
Look, I understand.
You remind me of my neighbour.
Exactly, but it's flu-like symptoms.
Me and my neighbour, you're just like my neighbour over at road. She argues just like you do.
I understand if you think the restrictions are too strong, which it sounds like they probably are, and that turns that I think that does worse because it makes people that would probably think more like biscuit vapes, think more like you. And there's a fine line. And I think some places have figured it out and some places haven't. And I think the UK is having a really hard time figuring it out.
I thought the UK was going to reach herd immunity on Monday.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, we're given the date, aren't we? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that nothing makes sense at all. Have you seen our health secretary, Matt Hancock? Have you seen him?
Well, have you seen ours?
I've seen yours. Absolutely.
Anthony Fauci.
I've completed my investigation of our health secretary.
All right, we definitely have a.
Have you seen the New Zealand Prime Minister? That's a bit funny as well.
Repeat that, please, Charlotte.
It's called Jacinda Ardern, the New Zealand Prime Minister.
Yep.
I think that's a fella.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, no, Google it now while you're on.
Well, I commend New Zealand for being very progressive and forward.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
God, I hate that phrase.
I am the outlier for this entire stream every time.
No, it's all right. That's good.
I actually don't think you believe that. I don't think you believe that because I think it's more divisive if you're going to go down that bloody route.
I don't know the ins and outs. I mean, if he or she is one of these ones that are bearded and only become transsexual daily, just to get in women's bathrooms or whatever, then fair enough. But if it's a proper transsexual that seriously is having the change,
how do you qualify as a proper transsexual though? You have to take a test.
One that seriously I don't know, there is no test, but one that's a big bulky guy like me with a freaking beard just putting a wig on is not a fucking transsexual, is it?
There's a test. I saw Crocodile Dundee. There's definitely a test.
I
still got
know what you're saying, Biscuit. I guess I lean towards that view as well, Biscuit. But
I mean, if they've had the boobs and whatnot, then they've made an effort to change.
But you know what I also say?
I agree with you. Sorry, I do agree with you, and I know people who've gone down that route, and I like them. I'm not, like a transphobe or whatever, but I do feel that there is an agenda. You can't argue with that. There's an agenda.
I mean, I do have
to mix and warp.
Well, there's definitely an agenda by these radical trans rights activists. That's for sure, and. I think you just have to resist their agenda for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dicey subject.
Do you know?
It's not a dicey subject, Steve. It's a. The way we're talking about it, it's not that dicey.
No, I don't mean it like that. I guess what I was to finish my statement. It's dicey in the fact that I never really thought about it. Because I really don't care what people want to do, man. So, really just stay in your lane and do your thing and make yourself happy. But I'll do my thing. We don't need to fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Except for me and my people. And that's it, And I don't really give a shit. I don't have to impose my feelings on other people.
I also don't think that your sexual orientation choices should count towards what kind of job you want to do either.
I would agree with that. I mean,
unless obviously there's risk factors like, say, a man transitioning from wanting to do child work, for instance, or working with someone who's severely disabled. You've got to be really careful about who you let do those kinds of jobs.
There's a lot of questions like that. There's really, everything that's unique about women in our world is threatened by letting men who pretend to be women perceived as women. It goes from women's sports to women's privacy. It's very serious, I think. And I hear what you're saying.
I think it'd be very difficult.
But you do.
Someone
Did I
who
say
looks
something?
like-
Well,
I think it'd be very difficult for transsexual in these days to become something like a nurse as well. You know, someone who has close contact with patients, because if someone found out that without them saying that they are who they are, it could scare some people in that, you know, in a medical profession.
Well, that's true. That's true, but
I don't completely agree there. I mean, I think there's like some sort of like gender confusion narrative that's going on, whether it's in schools or anything. And I've experienced like for example, one of my friends, her grandchild is like an 18-year-old autist. It's like this autism thing going on, like especially on social media, and they're confused. They're confused. A lot of them are confused, and they're saying they are transgender, trans whatever, all this kind of. There's 72 genders and all that kind of thing, and you can't argue with them back because they've got this label of like the autism, or I'm 15 or I'm 16, whatever. And do you remember like when you were, how old are you, Biscuit?
I'm 34.
Yeah, I'm 35. And do you remember like when you were at school, like the goths and the emos or whatever, that kind of thing. And I think like it's evolved now where they're in this, like state where they're like don't know who to identify as or whatever. And there's like this bloody trans thing. And it's like massively prominent at the moment. And they're also on the same, scale as like the Labour lefties and they, them, in bio in the profiles and you name it. And there's like a massive divide between. Which one?
What happened? I lost that last bit.
No, that was good. You were sounding good.
I lost the last bit as well.
No. I'm on Twitter quite often. I'm like addicted to Twitter, and I can see like this like thing going on with like all the Biden Harris 2020, but in the bio and the pronouns in the bio and all that kind of thing, and the same things happen in the UK with that kind of people who are on like the Labour side and you name it, and like they're all wearing like 2 masks, and that's what the Biden lot and the Labour lot in the UK are doing. It's like a specific divide. It's driving me bloody insane.
Yeah, that's very disturbing that people just, instead of actually stopping and thinking about things, they just they kind of pick a side and they look and see what their cohorts are doing, and they think, okay, I got to be on that side now.
That's ridiculous. It's a weakness.
It is a weakness.
It is, but it's like a common theme as well. It's not just like people just like picking sides. It's like they're, like blatantly, like you in the US, we've got the like anti-EU or like pro EU, and it's specific. So we've got like all these EU fanatics who also are like double maskers.
Oh, get in bed, not on my bed.
It's like it's weird how they.
Sorry, I was just talking my dog to go to bed.
I know what you mean. It is weird, the kind of the beliefs that kind of get they almost seem unrelated. They kind of get glued into a certain bin, and these people adopt them just because it's weird. It is weird.
But Charlotte, I mean, aren't you kind of guilty of what you're claiming? I mean, I've heard you say double maskers several times. I mean, do you see that somebody that is concerned about the virus as somebody that has to think a certain way?
What I'm trying to say is like
that's not what I'm hearing.
She did say double masker several times. So
I think what she's saying is that they're people that they adopt somehow or another. The pro EU people have also decided that it's double masking has to be pushed, and they just have adopted these what seem like random, unrelated positions, and I don't know.
I suppose what I'm trying to say, Steve, is that so over here, the people weirdly, I cannot pinpoint why it is, but the people who are like Brexit are.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a minute. Sorry. He's not a porn bot. I didn't realize it was you, homeboy.
I don't know. Topple is kind of porn.
Yeah.
It's not called Topple. It's Mr. Lee.
I wouldn't want to see
Really?
his browser history. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Good day.
Are you outside?
Yes, I am.
Cool, brother.
Mr.
How
Lee.
you doing?
That's what incognito browsers are for, my guys.
Yeah, VPNs.
He's getting ready to open up that pool. Is what he's doing.
Wow,
So much money.
Can't be this early, right?
No, we're
Steve,
starting.
Wow, lucky. My brother ponied up and
Just
got
to
one of those.
reiterate, like succinctly, if I can.
Go ahead.
Oh,
All right.
I think you got cut off.
Right,
Go ahead.
succinctly, right. So in the UK, the Brexit lot are like your Donald Trump lot over in your area, and the anti-Brexit lot are like your Joe Bidens, and so there's a massive divide over here in terms of like all your non-Brexit lot are not scared of the virus over here in the UK, and all on your side of the pond, all your Biden lot are bloody frightened to death. So it's like the same kind of divide, but like over the pond. That's right, isn't it?
I'm a bit mixed in there because I was a Brexit guy, but I'm pro vaccine, so I'm right in that. But what was the other bit that you said?
The divide over here is a similar divide that over in the US with like the Trump, blue, red, whatever. I'm personally not scared of the fucking virus.
No.
Especially when you describe it that way. I think the virus would be scared of you.
But what about?
I'm quite cute, actually.
Are you scared of the vaccine though?
I'm not. That's a difficult question. I mean, at the end of the day, it will not affect us with the virus unless you're like really vulnerable or old. So,
Topple, are you getting the vaccine?
No, absolutely not.
Why
I
not?
don't need it. I'm young, healthy. Don't need it.
You're not that young. Come on, dude.
Whoa.
I've known you for like 10 years. You're not that young.
You look young to me.
Old. I'm 34.
Yeah, he's right. He doesn't need it.
I'm healthy. Why would I need a shot?
You don't need it.
Thank you. Are you going to grief me, Aphid?
yay!
No, I was just curious. I don't have no opinion either way. Smokesteve, I
getting
think
my
he
kids.
said. Smokesteve said he wasn't going to get it. I think, didn't he?
Oh no, I'm on the fence. I'm on the list, dude. So
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm getting mine Wednesday.
I'm getting my second one tomorrow.
I would like everybody to get the vaccine, but I would also like people to have a choice in the things they do. So,
Well, isn't the bottom line for everybody not to get the virus? So whether it's either by getting the vaccine or protecting yourself from getting it, you're still achieving the same result.
And there's actually there's a lot of evidence now saying that the vaccine is stopping the spread of the virus also.
If it works out that everybody who wants to get the vaccine, that's enough people to get that herd immunity, and plus the people that have already become infected, then that's perfect. Why have somebody who doesn't want to get? Why make someone who doesn't want to get it take the vaccine if it's not going to be necessary?
I mean, technically, it's going to save some lives if everybody was to go out and get the vaccine.
Okay, we're talking, even if it just saves one life, I don't.
You're talking about tens of thousands of people.
I doubt that's true. Actually, I mean,
Do the math.
take-
I would beg to differ with you.
well, let's give the vaccine to those who are most at risk, the elderly.
Well,
And,
we've already achieved this in the UK.
And they're
Not to mention these some of these younger people that are having these neurological issues with after they do have it that aren't going away. There's like 40% of the long termers are getting past it. The other 60% are not.
That's their choice. The people.
No, I understand that, but I'm just
there's
saying
all kinds of vaccines out there that people can. If you don't get the flu vaccine, a certain number of people are going to get the flu and die from it.
That's exactly right. That's why I've always been a proponent for everybody to get the flu vaccine.
Would you make it a requirement that everybody has to get it?
Absolutely not. Because
I mean,
you run into problems with people like over in the UK where it's a double-edged sword where it's going to force people that were on the fence that would sway one side to not be protective or not get the vaccine because of the way the government's handled the situation. And more people are going to die because of that. So, it's a give and take.
We're in violent agreement.
Right. Yeah. I think everybody should have if you're forced into doing something, there's going to be issues.
But my question
I don't
is,
think
that's coercion. Have you seen what's the... Pardon?
Yeah. You or Topple were going to say something. What? Whichever one talks first.
Ladies first.
Go for it, Charlotte T.
Have you seen what... hello. Have you seen what Jacinda Ardern's doing in New Zealand? They're like the scary prime minister, whatever president, when she's over there. It's like a no jab, no job scenario.
I'm American, so I do not pay attention to any other politicians in any other country. But that is the kind of shit that I really don't like to see.
Yeah, no jab, no job. That sounds ridiculous.
Even I, who am very pro-vaccine, the people that are most likely to be able to work are the most healthy and fit, and the most unnecessary to have the jab.
You never
Like
seen
people
American
like
workers.
me, the elderly, they need to have the jab. They don't necessarily need to work. So the workforce don't necessarily need it.
It depends, they say. I mean, I've been working in the public sector. Seltzer.
Are you having heartburn there, Steve? You need some seltzer.
I'm having a rum and seltzer. That's the Kraken black rum. This is good stuff, man. It's
Cheers,
sweet.
Smokesteve.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers, Last Dance. And anybody else that's partaking in a little beverage this evening.
That is a good drink.
There
you go, Charlotte.
Cheers, Charlotte T.
What is Charlotte having?
Oh, I've got a spiced rum and coke, actually. Thank you.
Oh,
nice rum and coke.
Although you're
highball.
This is similar. This is a dark black rum and seltzer. So no sugar in this bad boy.
What make is it?
Kraken. It's a Kraken.
What make is it, Steve? Oh yes, we like a Kraken over here. We do.
Kraken is good.
Yeah.
It's got the little handles on the bottle like an old grog bottle if you're a sailor. It's cool.
So Topo, what were you gonna say? Because
Biscuit, your daughter, would you get her vaccinated?
No, she's way too young.
Why?
She's only 8. Why would she need a vaccine?
Does she go to school?
She does.
Does she go around other kids that could get sick?
Small groups of 4. She has the same group of 4 kids. She doesn't get in contact with any of the others.
All right.
I mean,
kids still get ill from
yeah,
it.
we can hear you, but you're
good. You're good, buddy.
The thing is until if there's a bunch of people in the hospital and dying because they got the vaccine, then I wouldn't get the vaccine. But if there's still way more people dying and getting sick and having neurological problems from COVID than there are people getting vaccine, then why wouldn't you get the vaccine? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Aphid, would you get JR the vaccine if they said it was safe?
If I saw, I didn't want to be the first in line to get this one. So if enough kids are getting it and months go by where they're not having it, and he's getting close to the puberty stage, then yeah, because a lot of the miracle thing with this disease is the asymptomatic spread, where people can spread it and they have no symptoms whatsoever. Most diseases or viruses or illnesses aren't like that.
That's why it seems almost like a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't know, man. The WHO seems a little bit on the, how you say, controlled by possibly the Chinese or influenced by the Chinese government.
Doesn't make
I don't
any
agree
sense.
with that.
I certainly don't trust them. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
they're
doubt they're controlled by the
them,
Chinese,
but
but I just don't trust them.
Certainly not getting the whole truth from them, are they?
Well, there's a program on PBS here called Frontline, and if anyone knows PBS and Frontline,
I haven't seen what you're talking about. But yeah,
PBS.
They are of a very, very liberal persuasion. They did a story about what they propose the origins of the coronavirus, COVID-19, to be, and
is PBS by any chance affiliated with Donald Trump?
I don't know, dude. That's public television.
Sure?
Oh,
PBS
yeah.
is the public broadcasting system. It's
all right. Okay.
I mean, they do their best to act like they're not biased, but I do listen to them on the afternoon drive. I have like 2 rock stations and 1 rap station. If all the songs are shit, I go to PBS. And frankly, it's pretty frequent that they play shitty music. So I'm on PBS all the time when I'm commuting. And
PBS radio station.
That's probably NPR is what you're listening to.
Yeah, NPR.
Okay, well that's totally different from it.
That is Democratic Party radio. That's what that
I
is.
can't listen to music on the radio anymore because they always play so many shit songs.
It's not Democratic radio, Last Dance. That's unfair.
I'll have to get you show you a graphic.
I think that they are the least biased of any radio broadcast there is, and I would fight tooth and nail with you to try to prove me wrong on that.
We will have to fight that because
I've heard some of the interviews.
I know, but what I said was they're the least biased.
Yeah, but if you listen to when they interview a Republican senator that they're trying to get something out of, as compared to when they're interviewing a Democratic senator that they're basically just fucking gushing over.
I didn't say they weren't biased. I said they were the least biased because they're watched by so many people that because they get funding from us. They get funding,
right.
So they're the only one that are policed really because of the public funding. I didn't say
I disagree more.
But what I'm saying is with that argument, you'd have to tell me who would be less biased though.
Well, there's no other real national option that has.
There's a lot of national options that have radio shows. So
that's like
in any kind of radio broadcast, there's none that's least biased. It's the closest to the center you're going to find. I'm not saying that's a good thing.
I think it's like saying our BBC is trustworthy.
Right.
I wouldn't trust BBC with the 10.
Well, I don't know the BBC, but I would say that when you're going to have something else, you're going to have more. Like if you watch Fox or CNN or MSNBC, they're so much more biased than
I disagree. I'd say NPR is very similar to MSNBC.
They don't have any shows where they have somebody like a.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah. Go.
Wait, give her a second.
Yep. Right. So, every radio station in the UK, apart from the BBC, because we have to pay the license fee to listen to them, has the government like propaganda all the time, like the adverts every like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, saying hands, face, space. What else we got? Biscuit. Like throwing it down your neck. It's like coronavirus.
Yeah. I mean,
coronavirus is after you're scared.
Sky News is probably the worst.
Do you have that over there?
We do have public service announcements on radio and TV. I don't think they're quite that numerous, but they're they're there, and they're all the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and on the news
Hey,
specific stations, I would say on CNN, you're definitely going to probably see more
Take a short break.
Yeah, more coronavirus
Oh, of course, CNN.
Stories, and on Fox, it's not going to be focused on.
So what's
the
happening in
numbers.
the UK, right? So yeah, I completely get that. So in the UK, like over the last 5 years, all the local radio stations have been paid and bought for by national ones, and so there's no like local radio station at all anymore, which in my mind is like part of the plan. Anyway, so every 10 minutes you're getting given all this bloody propaganda and like scary voices telling you how terrible COVID is and you're going to kill your granny and all that kind of stuff. And no matter what radio station you turn on, that's on there. Basically.
Yeah, that's good. Good point. All right. Just reading a comment. See you later, PB. Good luck.
PB. She could have came on here.
She's just trying to get herself healed up, and then she'll be back.
She'll be. Poor PB.
Yeah, you guys
all the
pay,
best, PB.
The UK people pay a license fee, and it is similar to PBS or NPR here, that they are funded by government dollars. So, it is indirectly a licensing fee, but not on the same level.
Is it like a charity?
Well, no. 50-50. So like the government subsidizes the public radio and TV here, but then also they do charity drives every 2 months or something, and they just beg for money. It's totally fucking lame.
I always thought that the majority
That is so.
I always thought the majority of media was like paid for by advertisements, not by the government.
Not National Public Radio or PBS. It's
yeah, they're paid for by the government, like the BBC. But I mean, like Sky News, I thought was paid for by like adverts and whatnot.
Yeah, CNN is all advertising.
Yeah,
Fox
News, all that.
Of course, CSNBC or whatever, ABC.
Do
all
they
of
not
those.
get some money off of like certain, conservatives and whatnot? To make them biased to either side.
Oh, sure. Like a conservative super PAC or funding group might give a lot of money to Fox or whoever, Breitbart or whatever you might come up with. Sure. And the same with, AFID's, ultra liberal party.
That's right.
Whatever they're called.
How far would you trust Bloomberg?
That dude has a lot of dough, man.
he's also a first-rate criminal.
I don't trust him.
I don't know.
I don't like him. Let's put it that way.
Trump went at him about the height. That was classic Trump.
Yeah, you can tell somebody's character if they go after somebody.
Idiot.
Bloomberg tried to get over here with the tobacco-free kids from America to try and get the vapes taken.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and is he the one who came up with like the only 16-ounce sodas?
Yeah,
or smaller?
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That's such bullshit, man.
Bloomberg.
He's he's an authoritarian. He doesn't believe in individual rights. And that's right. He's a first-rate.
Yeah, and people like me, if I go to Wendy's,
Who's that Michael Bloomberg?
Michael Bloomberg, and there's a Bloomberg News Service.
Right.
Yeah, Bloom. He's got the dough.
Oh, is there? Who do you trust more, Tucker Carlson or Anderson Cooper?
Or who?
Say that last one.
Well, it depends what they're talking about, right? I certainly.
I wouldn't trust Tucker Carlson with my fucking.
That guy's such a clown.
I don't.
He's a stand-up reporter.
Exactly.
Didn't he admit in court that you know, he's not a how would he say it? I can't remember, but it was when he got sued for spewing all that stuff about the vote counting machine company.
Dominatrix or whatever it was called.
Dominion.
That's it. Yeah.
He said basically, you know, his stuff is satire and you can't believe a word he says, something like that.
No.
The problem is like 50% or more of the
Tucker
population.
Carlson never said that.
There's a court thing about
You're thinking you're thinking of Alex Jones, I think.
No. It was a court case that was recently from Dominion, and it was some of the stuff that Tucker Carlson said. Now, I did exaggerate exactly.
No, it's happening now. They're suing Fox for 1.5 billion, I believe.
Well,
and the chick straight out said that, because she used the same defense. The lawyer chick, whatever her name was, that train wreck.
Yeah,
I can't think of her name.
She did.
Last Dance probably got poster over on his wall.
Is that
what's your name? Last Dance.
The blonde?
Yeah.
No, not her. Not her. The other
Trump's
one.
lawyer in the
older one.
Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Sidney
Powell.
Sydney something?
Is that it?
Sydney Powell.
Sydney Powell.
Yeah.
Is that
something like
Sydney
that? Yeah.
Powell.
I think it's Sydney. Believe it or not.
Sydney. I think it is too. Yeah, Sydney.
A trans investigation has revealed that she really is a she.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Despite the name Sydney.
Sigourney. Yeah.
No, I don't think you're correct about that, David Lipp. But you will find out, and
I'm gonna look it up for you, and I'll share it with you. Last Dance. I'll
make
look
sure
at
you rub my nose in it if I'm.
I
wrong.
will. I will.
I appreciate it. I want
Tucker
you to.
Tucker Carlson's defense. I'll look that one up.
Because it's unlikely. None of those have ever gone to trial, so it can only be a deposition at this stage.
Exactly.
And I don't think
it was a
that far.
It was a statement put out by Fox, is what it was.
Okay, I'll have to see.
And it was very similar to. It was before Sidney Powell's statement, which was put out by her lawyer, which was basically she was lying. Is basically what it was.
I remember. Her
I don't think
statement.
Tucker Carlson was exactly to that extent, but it was very close.
No, you just show me.
I'm going to.
Then I'll show you a graphic that
All right.
that has NPR with the same distribution of
Please
viewers as MSNBC and CNN.
Well, yeah, I no. What I'm saying, that doesn't have anything to do with what I said, though. I said that
it doesn't directly, but indirectly it does.
Their least bias. There's no show on NPR that is even close to like what's the Rachel Maddow. There's no show even close. Not even close.
Okay.
And they don't spend their. If you listen to NPR now,
come on.
Since Trump has left office, if you listen to NPR now, it is very more world stuff than it was before Trump, which is what I liked about NPR. But they're focusing on stuff that Fox News. You know, you turn on Fox News and you're going to hear about, you know, the border crisis and you know, just whatever they want to push. It's not really what's going on in the world right now.
You like hearing the stories about whaling regulations and the
no, but I like
Arctic
to know
Sea.
what I like knowing what's actually and what's going on with like Myanmar right now and different parts in the world. You know, there's more important stuff that's going on than, you know, what ridiculous tweet Donald Trump put out today.
Yeah, now I'm going to respond to Blind Fury here. So he's not as currently only not doing that, but he might do that.
I thought I was the only one that exaggerated the truth.
Now, there are a lot of people in this country who own AR-15s who will not, I repeat, not give them up. So if that comes down to that sort of thing, this is not going to be pretty, dude. Like, guys are going to be like, no. You don't just take our thing that's in the Constitution, our right, and say, no, sorry, we're going to change it slightly. And that means that your whole faction of people can no longer be that faction of people. Right. You have to assimilate to the other faction who just has pistols and shotguns, I guess. And I guess semi-automatic, like, hunting rifles that aren't in an assault platform, but it doesn't make any sense to
I,
me.
I hope we do find some kind of middle ground to take care of this obvious problem that we have here in the United States, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I think some like registering all firearms would be a good step. Putting it into the some type of electronic system instead of all being paperwork, I think would be a good step.
Yeah, the bottom line is we want like all of the honest, cool, good people to not get fucked with about their guns, but the people who are crazy can't have guns.
Well, yeah, that's a tougher one. The mass shootings and the people going crazy, that's going to be a tougher. But the stolen gun problem that we have here in the United States is an issue that I think, we might not be able. It's going to be a long-term fix, but something that we could get taken care of where 100 years from now, we're not going to have the same amount of stolen guns on the market as there is today. And that's never going to happen with the way that everybody looks at the gun debate right now.
I was going to say, the gun debate is just like everything else, is so polarized that we'll never
Right.
make any progress on anything.
Right. Right,
And it's a
Topple?
shame because
Because what do you think?
A total.
Because
I'm
I
using a
think,
C920.
I think most law-abiding, Second Amendment-loving gun owners would be perfectly happy with, registration and all the things that are, don't actually ban these guns, but provide better tracking.
Yeah, what they're using is the model is the state of Massachusetts and their procedure for allowing someone to have a Class A license to carry and license to purchase anything that's up to semi-automatic rifles. So to do that, you have to take classes, and the instructor is supposed to evaluate everyone in the class for mental competence. Then after that's completed, then the gun resource officer in your town has a personal interview with everybody, and then they sign the piece of paper, and then you apply for it through the state. Then the state does checks. It all has to, state law, you have to have that shit back in 30 days. They can't take half a year to decide, but they have to get it back to you in 30 days, yes or no. And if you pass everything, they're not allowed to legally say no unless there's an obvious reason or question why. So everyone gets one who's a legit character, but at least you're meeting people along the way. But that being said, I do think it's too many hoops to jump through. But in the end, you can still get firearms legally in this state. It's just a little bit more. And also in this state, anything over 10 rounds per anything is illegal. So clip in an AR or a 10-round clip in a pistol. Which is an interesting thought. If you're going planking at the range or if you're trying to kill a bad guy, you probably don't need more than 10.
Boy, I'd hate to be the guy that has to kill 2 bad guys and isn't a great shot and uses all 10 and wishes he had a 20, a bigger clip.
Yeah, you could get a Beretta that has 16 times 2, so you'd have 32, and the thing sticks out like this far from the bottom.
Yeah.
But
I mean, realistically, you're right.
You could do a Deadpool and let 3 people share 1 bullet.
I had a talk with Sloop on a live show with about we went back and forth with our different Second Amendment rights. And I still haven't heard anything like this, but I think we should have, first off, the firearm or the ammunition part is not covered in the Constitution. There's nothing about ammunition. It's just about firearms. Or I don't even think they call them firearms. I'm not sure what they call them.
They're just called
Arms. So I think they should have like a DNA type thing in the ammunition, and that way it would solve. You have to buy it, and then you put some type of. It doesn't have to be your DNA. It could be. We're getting close to where we can inject something into the casings and into the bullet itself.
Your mainly concern is to prevent crime, gun crime.
Yes, because then it would track back, and when you buy something, it would have whatever like a bar. It wouldn't be a barcode, obviously, but some kind of thing that's in the casing and the bullet itself and everything that would track back to you, and it would be easily traced to the person that bought that ammunition.
Well,
And I think that would solve so many problems.
Essentially, they have that now because there's imperfections that when fired from one gun create the same.
That's true, but you still have to have a firearm to prove that. Where if you have a piece of ammunition that was sold at Cabela's that has some kind of code that is embedded into that ammunition,
So that would be on the casing, the cartridge.
it would be.
Or you want
Somehow
you could make the lead itself chemically.
Here we go.
Right.
Can you hear me now?
AR topple.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
of course.
I've got a
All right.
bit of a question. Like, I'm curious. So, like, we've always said like we've got an affinity with the US and the UK and all that kind of thing. Obviously, the gun thing, we have not got that going on over here. Do you find that a bit strange, or like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah. I mean, there was a couple of mass shootings, and then all of a sudden your government was like, well, that's it. Party's over. Goodbye, fucking guns. That was it. And people were just like, okay, here's my guns. All done with that. Woo woo, fucking done. But I hear there's a lot of people who kept their guns. And that's how I see it. It seems like they just fucking snapped,
All right, go back to AFED. So you
like
want
New Zealand, weren't it? Like,
go on, Topple.
You want to put DNA in ammunition.
It doesn't have to be DNA. I'm just saying something that would be traceable. I'm
this
sure
is how I know you don't know nothing about guns. You know what happens? It's not a bullet that remains. How would you be able to determine that?
No, I said you put it in the casing, and then the lead itself somehow come up with some way.
It's a unique signature in the lead.
Right, in the lead and the casing.
But then you'd have a spate of people stealing people's bullets.
But why would you now, Topple? Why would you, as a person, have a problem with if let's say hypothetically?
No. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm just saying it's unrealistical. You can't do something like that with ammunition like that, though.
Why couldn't you, though?
No, he's right. Like, first of all, a 12-gauge shotgun with buckshot, you can do nothing. It fucking blasts somebody's face off.
True.
I can make my own bullets at home.
That's the argument that Sloop had, that you can make your argument. But if do you think that like some gangster in the city of St. Louis is going to be at home making his aim? And even if he did, don't you think it would cut down like at least, let's say, for argument's sake, 50% of the people that would make their own ammunition?
Not.
You think all those people?
Most gun violence happen with unregistered guns with people that illegally have them.
That's right.
So what's going to stop them getting illegal bullets? And on top of it, someone breaks into my house, steals my bullets.
They're not buying
them.
They're not buying the ammunition illegally now.
What's that?
They're not buying the ammunition illegally now. They'd have to steal it, just like they're stealing the guns.
No, you could buy. You can go into a store and buy ammunition. You don't need to have a license.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so people that are stealing these guns are going into the Cabela's and getting. Trust me, I've seen them out here in the suburbs where we have Cabela's. I go in there and I know these guys don't live in the suburbs, and I know what they're buying the ammunition for. So if that stuff had, that would just be a huge more step that they would have to go through to do their.
Yeah,
then there's the problem of people making their own ammunition too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's a whole nother step that's gonna. There's not,
There's always gonna be a way to get over it. Though.
I know there is. I know there's gonna be a way to run everything though.
Yeah,
everything we come up with, there's gonna be a way around it. But if you cut down on, let's say 10%, look at how many people that die a year of gun violence.
Yeah, but then they would just buy. You would buy hollow points or Talon bullets, which totally just fraction and just distort. You would never.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know if it's even possible. I'm just saying.
It depends on what state you live in.
If you could melt down and you would have to buy, let's say you would have to buy larger packages of ammunition, like I don't know, 1,000 rounds at a time, that would have a specific somehow thing injected into it, so you would be able to tell that
Wow, so
you're
you
the one that
want to sell
purchased
them
that.
more?
I don't.
No, well,
Hey,
no.
look. I don't care if people have. My problem is not with the guns. My problem is with the people that have guns that they either stole the guns or they got them through these loopholes with these these gun shows.
So
Because those are the
basically-
ones that are committing the crimes.
So you'd
So you're
have
basically-
mass shooters who would be like, "Yep, it's me."
Well, that's what I
me.
said. That's what
My
I said. The
name's
mass
Joe Smith.
shooting.
Bam, bam, bam.
The mass
They don't give
shooting
a
is
fuck.
the mass shootings is a much harder thing to do
Yes, they
to
don't
take
care.
care of. But the mass shootings is such a small percentage of the gun violence. Even when we have one of these shootings where there's like a person that, like the other day, shot 5. It was like an ex NFL guy. He shot 5 people, right? If you look at the overall of that day with all the gun violence that happened it's like 1% of the cost that it was to the United States that day was that one mass shooting.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Topple. Go ahead, my friend.
No, I was saying that AFED's just looking for a way to identify the bullets. That's it. Doesn't matter
Right.
DNA, casing.
Right.
It's just very difficult when you have all different kind of calibers and all that.
I know
Like
it's a totally
yeah.
difficult. It's probably not practical. I understand.
They already
that.
have a way to identify each bullet as long as they have the weapon that shot the bullet.
Well, that's what, yeah, but I mean, they're not going to have the weapon. Most of these times, these things don't get investigated at all here in the city. They're all cold
The
cases.
city.
They're hardly ever solved. It's like less than 10%, I think, of the deaths here in St. Louis are solved. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. I'm throwing that out of my ass, to be honest with you. But I
hate
think
to
it is
say this.
seriously low.
I hate to say this, but a lot of these, I think a majority of the gun violence deaths are bad people shooting other bad people. And
Yeah, but you don't wake up. I don't know what city you live in, but I wake up.
I live near Baltimore.
Okay. Oh well, then if you got any kind of news notification, you must wake up, because Baltimore is almost just as bad as St. Louis, where an innocent kid got shot in some crossfire. I mean, it happens all the time.
It's heartbreaking. And
when I talk to my brother-in-law, who's definitely pro Second Amendment, and he doesn't think that any of his rights should be, he and I say, well, if you have to go through one more step or go do this like you do your automobile license, isn't that worth some innocent kids getting shot? And he said, that's not my problem. He totally could care less about these innocent kids getting killed. And I don't even go into the city anymore with my son. And, if I go to a Cardinal baseball game, I have to think twice about it. I'll pay triple parking just to park right across the street so I can walk right across the street to get in there, because that's a lot of crime happens when you park far away from the stadium and walk to you want to save your $10-15 so you can and I don't want to have to.
David, do you guys bring a baseball glove?
We have, yes, we have.
Yeah,
I mean, even though I know there's no chance that he's going to catch a foul ball, still the anticipation and bringing that glove is.
I bring it all the time. I always have.
But you got to go for batting practice if they have the park. open.
Yeah.
Then
We never make it. We never make it to the.
Especially if you send that kid down. I'm sure he's got the big brown eyes down to the
yeah.
front row with his little marker and a baseball.
He's never been that into baseball, but we do try one year. Usually, I get free tickets somehow by making.
Yeah, but send him down there, get you an autographed ball, and then show it off on the pub.
I've come close a few times.
Have you?
Yeah, one time this was during batting practice when I was a little kid, and I grew up in Chicago. I was at Wrigley Field in the bleachers, and I was distracted by something, and I heard this boom on the bench I'm sitting on, and it was a home run that had hit next to me on the bench and bounced, and someone behind me had gotten it because I wasn't looking.
Oh no!
I was so angry. And then another time, it was a foul ball. I was seated behind the home plate, and I started to head for it, and I ran over some kid.
Oh no!
And it was an accident. I just didn't see him, but people are giving me the dirtiest look.
Right.
If I would have caught the ball, I would have had to give it to him.
Of course. Yeah. I never got a ball. My dad, I was standing next to, we were in the roof box seats. And behind home plate, and someone hit a wicked backwards up, like foul ball that went straight up in the air and backwards.
Aren't
And
you
my
more
dad
likely
was
to
like,
win-
I got it. And he grabbed the thing, and I looked at his hands, and the ball was spinning at like 200 miles an hour, and it fired out of his hands back out into the crowd below. And he was like, whoa, did you see that? It was fucking.
That reminds me of the closest I came, which was I was sitting in good seats when I was like 12 years old at Wrigley Field and box seat.
Nice.
And I don't know if you remember Dave Winfield.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Big swing.
he hit a line drive he was way behind on. It was a fastball, and he fouled it off into the opposite field stands. And
So was he a righty or a lefty?
He was a righty.
So he fouled it off towards first base.
Towards first base, and I was sitting behind the first base dugout, and it was coming right at me, and I put my glove up, and then I heard it sizzling like an angry viper.
Yeah.
And I ducked. I ducked.
Crazy spin coming off the edge of the bat in that direction.
I would have injured my hand had I grabbed it, but I was a coward and I ducked.
Oh, that's fine. As a kid, it's all good.
Well, I don't want to go. But I promised some food that I was going to have to make. And always good seeing you guys, though.
All right.
Thanks for hosting.
Take care.
Take care, man. Always good to have him.
It is.
Charlotte, are you a fan of any ball sports?
Ball sports, that's a question, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you will never have heard where.
Are you a fan of any ball sports?
Oh. We've got to repeat.
The topple?
I'm from a town called Burnley. Biscuit may have heard of that. Ball sports.
I've heard of Burnley, yeah.
Yeah, he's had season tickets at football club there. Are you a Doncaster Rovers supporter?
No. My sister used to work for the football merchandise shop at Donny Rovers.
Donny Rovers, yeah. I can hear myself.
But I'm more a motorsport fan myself.
Oh yeah, like Isle of Man, that type of thing.
Yeah, I've been to Isle of Man twice.
You heard of that, Smokesteve?
Say that again.
The TT races at Isle of Man.
Oh yeah. The sport bikes.
Yeah.
They close the island down, don't they? So they can like race on the island.
They close the circuit down. Yeah, like where the actual race, where the race, they close the roads down there.
Isn't that island some kind of a tax haven for like really rich people who don't want to pay property tax?
You want about
it's totally separate to the Great Britain, yeah.
You guys have heard of that, right? People like make that their resident for 6 months plus 1 day a year, and then they can like save a shitload of money. Like
most people that live there permanently.
Okay.
And they've actually shut the island down at the moment because it's currently COVID free.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool race, man. Those guys go fast.
Literally all around the island, like on the main roads and all sorts. I'd love to go. I've never been at all.
It's fantastic. I even went fishing on weekend, like in between races, trout fishing. It's fantastic.
Oh, cool. Like when you're watching the race, Biscuit, can you even turn your head fast enough to watch the bike go by on those straightaways?
On some of the corners, you can see them coming for about 2 miles.
Yeah, okay.
And then because they're going up the mountain, they're going quite slow into the distance, so you can see them for a good like 30 seconds on the corner. And I actually witnessed 2 crashes on the same corner.
Damn. Were you on the inside or the outside?
I was on the outside corner.
Cool.
Far up on a hill.
So did they overrun the turn? They couldn't make it? And
No. They came round a corner like as they were coming towards where I could see from. and this guy, one of them, his back tire slid out, and he went straight into a mud bank
Huh.
at about 130 mile an hour.
Was he messed up?
No, he got straight up.
Damn, that's crazy.
What do you mean, damn? There's been too many people died there.
No, I mean, damn, like that must have been a crazy experience for him to be
Oh,
going.
it was fun. Once he got up, we all applauded.
Oh my god. They know what let themselves in for, though, don't they?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. I mean, Ballaugh Bridge is a good place to stand. They actually get like 2 feet off of the ground when they go over the bridge.
Damn, cool. That's unreal, man.
I used to have tons of photographs before I met my daughter's mum, and she got me banned off Facebook because she thought I was cheating on her. She put a naked black man on my profile pic, and my Facebook got fully shut down with all my photos stored on it.
Damn, that stinks.
Did that help your love life or hinder it?
Did it help my love life? I had sex since. This was 6 years ago.
Too much information.
Drought.
I don't know what to say. Gobsmacked. Did you put a Grand National bet on today, Biscuit?
I didn't know. I didn't even know it were on. Like I said, I've been very sheltered for the last week. I normally do put a bet on, but I missed it. I didn't even know it'd be on, to be fair.
No, to be fair, I did. Like last year it was cancelled for obvious reasons, and then yeah.
I'm guessing it was just televised, and not there was nobody at the race.
Oh, the big crowd, yeah, in Texas.
Was they?
No, they're not. Where do you live, Last Dance?
What's that?
Where in the US do you live?
I live in the state of Maryland.
Maryland, very nice. I like your cookies.
That's
You like
Texas,
what?
isn't it? Maryland's Texas, isn't
No,
it?
Maryland's its own state.
Maryland is on its own state. It's on the East Coast.
Is there a Maryland in Texas?
Not that I know of.
Maybe that's just.
There, right? Come on.
No, I'm sure I've heard Maryland, Texas before.
Could be. Texas is a big state. There could be a.
Yeah, there might be a town or something, or a little village.
No, I'm. Maryland is.
I mean, you've got two Houstons, haven't you?
I only know of Houston, Texas.
And Massachusetts.
Not that I know of.
Houston, Massachusetts, and Houston, Texas, I believe.
I won't.
That's a Bee Gees, isn't it?
Could be right.
Unless it's just what.
So Maryland.
I got all my information from Tom Green movies in this respect.
I don't know that there's a Houston, Massachusetts, but there's little cities with all kinds of names all over the place. There's a Damascus in Maryland. It's not the one in Syria, but there is a Damascus.
Yeah, there's a Jamaica, Vermont also. But there is no Houston, Massachusetts. That's for damn sure.
Thank you.
Did Aphid leave?
Aphid's gone, dude.
Oh.
Your spirit animal is gone.
Go figure. My computer craps out when we're talking about guns.
Right, exactly. Someone's with the watchers. Yeah.
Where do you live, Topple?
What's that?
Topple, where you at?
Where does Topple live?
I'm on the east coast of the USA.
In bed.
In bed?
I think he's outside.
He's outside.
You want me in bed? No, I'm outside.
It's
Like,
pretty
what do you-
watershed.
I'm outside my front yard right now because it's too noisy. I have kids inside.
Topple, what do you think about like background checks, man?
Absolutely for it. Here's the thing. I think all states should be under the same umbrella with laws, background checks. When you get a gun, before you get a gun, you should have at least a 12-hour course before you train and before you have a gun. I believe in all that. I'm not against any of that, but most of the killings that are happened that have gun violence, people that don't have guns or not supposed to have guns. That's my issue. But
Right.
what AFED was trying to say is like, let's find a way to identify the bullets, which damn near impossible. And then if you do that, we're talking about how much is a bullet going to go for now because they have to do all this work.
Right, but then you would
It's
just
$20
have like,
a bullet.
you would have like hollow points, and you would have lead heads that the lead just splatters, and various other 12 gauge. So then all the guys who were committing murders would get the ones that weren't traceable.
And then you would have a huge black market for ammunition, and there's already a black market for it, but a huger one.
Right.
I can make my own at home. I could sell them from my house now, which I'm not allowed to by law, but still.
Do you have one of those things that you can put the whole thing in, and it's like put a bottle topper, you know? It's got the lever.
Yeah.
Those are
I got the press and all that fun stuff.
Cool, man.
Do you need
it costs too much
different,
money.
Do you need different attachments for different gauge bullets then?
Different calibers and all that. Actually, it's a different set. My set's only meant for 22s and 9mm.
Yeah.
Those are good planking rounds, though, and they're cheap to buy.
Can you? Is it one at a time your setup, or can you do like?
Oh yeah, it's tedious, but it's cheaper, way cheaper. It's like
can you get one? Can you get like ones that do multiple bullets at a time?
Yeah, but they're very expensive. But I only have two guns, 2 different calibers anyway. Wouldn't matter to me. I'm not shooting a 50 cal.
Right. Or some rounds are just so much cheaper, even with rifle rounds. Like you could save so much money just by buying the right caliber of rifle if you're going to be shooting a lot at the range.
I'm guessing 2.2 rimfires are probably the cheapest bullet, are they?
That's definitely down there.
Yeah.
I would think like for regular rifle rounds, I don't know, 2.23, but everything's all crazy right now.
Well, everyone's rushing to the gun store right now also because what Biden's doing. So.
Right. And I heard a fact that there's 7 million new shooters in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they all need bullets too. So the manufacturers only made what they made prior to that amount of new shooters. And
this is about as strong as we can get in UK.
Was that airsoft?
Yeah. It's all I need though. It's only for plinking it, Garden.
Well, Biscuit, how you feel about guns? Would you own a gun if you could get one in the UK?
If I lived in America, probably.
Only America, but not in the UK because no one has them. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could have a two,
the thing is,
my uncle.
Come on, Charlotte.
Oh, so it keeps freezing. I'm so sorry. I've been to America many times. My uncle used to live there. My mum was born there, and I found it fascinating that my uncle used to have a gun in his kitchen, drawer, and it's so unusual for us in the UK to see something like that, and it's the norm for you, isn't it? It's just so weird.
Well, it depends where you live. Like where I used to live in Philadelphia. There was a gun in every room, hidden, just in case. Where I live now, really, I have a safe, locked up, everything's good.
I mean, for me, I can see if you lived in somewhere like Alaska or Canada, I can see a gun being more of a necessity with bears and going hunting.
Well, he lived in Atlanta in Georgia. Then I went to see him in Tampa in Florida, and that was the thing. And whether was that legal or illegal, I have no idea.
Well, down
Probably
south,
legal.
the laws are really not that restricted to guns.
Yeah, they're not. Now, biscuit vapes, if you say for around maybe $1,000, you could have an AR-15 with that blue barrel and everything, just like your fake gun that you showed,
Yeah.
pretty much in a lot of states here, you would probably want to have that, I would think.
You reckon?
Wouldn't you? I mean, dude, they're fun as hell to clean, and you bring them out to the range.
If I needed something for protection in America,
Biscuit, we're not scared of animals. We're scared of people over here.
Dude,
I'm just being serious.
I'm not scared of animals either. But
Okay.
For protection, I wouldn't have a rifle. I would have a handgun.
That thing would be like the ultimate protection in an AR form with the short barrel like that.
I don't see the point because it's more cumbersome and it's just so much easier to handle, say, a 45 pistol with, say, 16 rounds in clip.
The best house defense gun is a shotgun. It is, because it won't go through drywall and all that in case you have kids. You point, aim, you splatter.
Yeah.
AR-15 to me is a show gun. I don't have one. I don't have no need for it.
No.
It's good for shooting squirrels, but that's it.
Only problem with the shotgun for me is that the splash radius can be quite wide.
Well, they don't tend to go through walls.
Unless you have a... Yeah, that's true.
Well, it depends what you're using.
Would a 45 go through walls?
Yes.
Wow.
A 9mm will go through a wall.
But a 22 won't.
A 22 will.
Yes.
Will it?
Hell yeah. They're so small. It's like and fast, ultimate fast round. And I would say a shotgun will go through if you're talking about a slug, obviously that's
slug, yeah.
But a buckshot's going to go through a couple layers of sheetrock.
But if you use birdshot, if you have a double barrel, use birdshot, and you have a slug. So when you take the person down, use the slug.
If you're using it for self-defense though, and you're just chasing someone away, would birdshot chase someone away?
No, I would hit them with it so they would get scared or hit the ground, and if they stay up, I have my aim already on them. I'll use a slug, double barrel, that is.
You have one with birdshot in and one with a plug in.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Have you had to use it in self-defense, or is it just like there in your drawer just in case?
In my life, I only had to draw twice. It was actually 2 times at a family member, actually, not someone in my house.
This is the problem. This is the whole problem.
Well,
in the UK, we're all too flighty, and I think if we had guns in the UK, there'd be a hell of a lot more deaths than in the US.
Oh yeah, there would. No, that's not a lie. That's true. But the problem is there's so many guns in America right now that you can't get them off the street. In my state, we don't have to register guns. When you buy them, they're registered. But like, if I inherit guns, I don't have to let the law know. I don't. Our government it's against the law for our government to know what guns are out there on us.
Right. It only comes into play when, per se, if you're transporting them over and you're carrying them, then you have to be abiding by law. Exactly. But you're right in that what you have in your domicile under closed doors, provided it's not illegal like an M60.
Oh yeah,
you're fine.
I think the problem for me is that something like that airsoft. If I'm not exactly a criminal, but if I was to rob someone's house and someone shot me with that, I'd scarp her. I'd run the fuck off.
Well,
so that's how I see it.
Hey guys, I'm going to take off.
A hardened criminal.
See you later. Thanks a lot for hosting it.
Good night.
Bye, folks.
But every state has different laws too with intruders that come in your house, what you can do. There's castle laws and all these other laws.
Right.
You can't just shoot somebody. Obviously, you can't shoot nobody in the back.
No.
Right.
But there's been people that have been burglarizing houses that got shot and sued the homeowner and actually won.
But you actually can shoot somebody in the back if they're going towards an area where your loved ones are and you're trying to keep them away from that.
But in today's America, how this is working, I want to do it because we obviously see people going to court for stuff like that, and you have to prove it.
Yeah, I would. because I ain't fucking.
Oh, I would,
around.
yeah. Well, my son would be on the other side anyway. So,
Oh,
Well,
Right.
if there was going towards an area, say like upstairs, and you splattered them with, say, buckshot, there'd be blood splatter on the wall going up towards the bedroom. That'd be
Oh.
the proof.
well, first thing, if there's ever noise in my house, I got a dog, so the dog would aware us first. But if I didn't have a dog, I always announce myself that I make this. I usually have a shotgun. They'll hear it, shuffle, and I'll be like, "If you're in the house, you got 10 seconds to get out, or I'm coming out." And I always do that too because I have a teenager kid. I don't know if teenage kids are coming through the house, so there's a lot of you. This is the problem with people that are not trained. They'll shoot
I was gonna
somebody.
say, I've got like a baseball bat next to my front door, and if like somebody came, I don't think
Well,
I don't think I have the guts to like get it and just like whack.
Well, it's at
somebody.
your front door. What are you going to do with it if they come through the
It's
door?
just
It's
like
right
that.
next to them.
Exactly, it's there, but if the time came, would you actually use it? Like, would you use your gun? Would you like grab your gun? I don't know.
To be
I
honest
think-
with you,
I
yeah.
think I've got a Hoover with a metal
Homemade.
metal thing. If I hit someone with that, that's a lot more circumstantial. It's there and it's not necessarily a weapon. But I could just grab it and it's pretty fucking heavy because it's an industrial Hoover.
Yeah.
Well, the way I look at it, I'm going to defend my family at all costs. That person even has a knife.
Yeah.
A lot of people keep. You're talking about milliseconds. You have to determine what's a threat, what's not a threat.
I mean, at the end of the day, if a criminal's going for your family,
they're dead.
You're gonna go to prison to save your family.
I'll
at the end of the
smile.
day.
I'll smile.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, you're right. If it's milliseconds, because you have to keep some real quick action stuff like short, hard, blunt object, like a short bat that you could literally get out in 0.5 seconds and just start going absolutely crazy with. If you know, because you're right. In some states, you have to keep a trigger lock. Like, do you keep them? You know, all of that sort of shit. You might not have time.
You know,
for
worst
all
thing
of that.
about have you seen Lockpicking Lawyer? Those AR-15 trigger locks are actually fucking stupid because you can still pull the trigger with the locks on.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Well, that's another reason I announced myself out loud that 90% of the time, if someone breaks in your house, it's during the day when no one's home. And if someone breaks in your house at night, they hear noise, they're usually running out.
Right.
The only times when you have people actually want to go in your house willing to fight you, if you have a lot of money, which I don't, you're a drug dealer and you have drugs in the house they're trying to steal. These are the circumstances, or kidnapping. Most of the time,
you're talking like a home invasion where guys are
exactly
rushing with weapons drawn. Yeah, that's
most of the time people hear, if someone hears a noise, they'll take off. That's another reason with the dog is great. They won't even bother trying to get in the house to hear a dog.
That's probably why I've never been burgled, because I've got
in
a
the
staff
UK, we have
roaming
to
around him downstairs.
Staff, you'll do that.
Yeah, but my stuff is soft as shit. It won't hurt a fly.
Yeah, we have to.
Now, the real question is, do you carry when you're outside your house? And there's a lot of gray areas with that. I personally don't anymore because actually with my job, I go to different states. I could be in my state and get a call to go to another state that don't share the same gun laws. If I get called in that state with my gun, even though I'm licensed, I'm allowed to have it, it becomes a felony. And I automatically lose my guns anyway.
Right.
What state are you in?
What's that?
What state are you in?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
So you'll take like a little knife or something, probably.
It doesn't matter at that point. If someone pulls a gun on you, you're outmatched already. Give them what you want. If they want money, throw your wallet. You throw your wallet, so they run towards the wallet, and you take off the other way. Don't pull a knife on someone that has a gun.
Do you know what they suggest we use here?
What's that?
They suggest we use a personal alarm, Joe, where you pull the pin out and it makes a loud noise. You're supposed to pull the pin out and throw that so that they go running after that to shut the fucking thing up.
What the way I was taught, you keep two wallets on you. Well, real wallet, your wallet, and then a rubber band with ones in it. If you ever, because in Philadelphia, we always you get held up for it. Most of the times, if you've reached in your pocket and took out that wad of ones that were like 21s and threw it away from yourself, most of the times they would run over to pick that up, and by the time they turn around, you would already be gone. If you were fast.
Yeah. I was just about to say I'm not that fast. I'd be walking away that way very slowly, but like I'm hobbling with a walking stick, and they just come up to me like.
And most of the times they get the money. That's all they want, really. So they could go buy drugs. Most of the times it's addicts that need money. So.
Yeah, and the truth of it is, with a knife, you can't, unless you're an absolute master of attack, you cannot disable somebody really with one knife strike. They can often turn on you if they have a firearm and at least get a few shots off. Even if you went at them when they were going down to get the fake dollar bill wad that you had going there in your youth. If they had a real weapon, they could still, after getting stabbed in the back side of the neck, turn.
Well, the whole thing with the dollar bill thing is if you're packing, if you're carrying, you obviously don't want to show them that you have a gun. You want to get their fuse out, you throw that, and by the time they bend down, you could draw on them. Now, you can't shoot them in the back, but you could draw on them and tell them to take off. That's how I would have done it.
I mean, for me, if I was to be like robbed, I would just throw the wallet because there is literally never any cash in it.
How
There's
about
only
credit cards?
I use plastic, and I just throw the plastic. What they're going to do with that? I just call up half an hour later and say my cards have been stolen.
I'd rather not go through the headache. I'll lose $20 than have to call my banks up and all that stuff. So,
mind you, saying that, I would actually lose like 40 quid because I've got a driving license in there.
There you go.
I'd have to replace. And a free bus pass because I'm disabled. That's another 16 quid to replace.
No car though.
What?
So, not a car guy, you wouldn't have to worry about getting the license right away.
No, but I need my ID for, even if I wanted energy drinks from takeaway, the ID for it.
What?
Yeah.
To buy Monster?
To buy a Monster. I've bought Monster from Morrison's the other day. I was asked for ID for Monster.
You get carded for that?
Yeah.
My 14-year-old son picks it up for. He'll come home with cases.
My big bushy beard, and I still get ID'd for Monster.
Insane, man.
How old do you have to be to smoke over in the UK?
18.
It was 16. It went up to 18, didn't it?
Wow, 16? Yeah, it's 21 in the States now.
If you haven't got ID, the rule is if you look under 21, they check for ID.
Can't carry a knife on the UK streets. You can't put a knife in your pocket. What are you fucking kidding
you're
me?
allowed you're allowed up to 3 inches. I think is it
3 inches?
A 3-inch knife, pocket knife. Yeah.
We have in our states. It has to be smaller than your palm.
Yeah, that's only if it's folding.
Yeah, that's only a folding knife. Yeah,
and you're not allowed to have locking knives.
No, fixed blade. You could have anything up to any size.
Yeah, we're not allowed fixed blade. We're only allowed, those little Swiss Army knives that got little like corkscrews and a little tiny like 2.5-inch blade.
Yeah, when you stab somebody, they fold back on your hand and cut your knuckles in half. Dude.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's no good.
They're not for that. They're for like carving, like when you're in the woods and doing camp stuff.
Right.
Cubs.
Yeah,
that's right.
What was that little tiny 2-inch like wood saw supposed to do? You're gonna like cut up a tiny twig with that fucking thing?
I think it's for cutting up. Like you can actually use that little saw to cut like wood for firewood.
It's tiny, and then the little toothpick and
it's big
the tweezers.
it's long enough to cut branches up into smaller segments for firewood.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they seem small, and like I would also just break them over a rock or between, you know.
They're not great.
How about
you can have an
non-lethal
axe.
weapons?
You can
What's
have
that?
axe. You can have an axe, I think.
Axe is good. What were you saying, Topple?
How about non-lethal weapons like tasers and mace? Are you guys allowed to have that over there?
I don't think
Please,
we're allowed.
so.
I don't think we're allowed mace. Or
Really?
we're not allowed tasers either.
The police are though.
Yeah, the police
So,
are.
so as a woman, how do you defend yourself?
Rape
Everyone's
alarm, like I said.
Swing, just swing.
Yeah.
Go for the balls.
Yes, I'm the aggressive one out of all of them.
That's probably a survival tactic.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife carries mace with her.
Really?
And yes, just in case. If where we live, we're okay. But where she goes,
In a pinch, a deodorant can might work. Or hairspray.
Oh my
Smokesteve, does your wife have anything when she goes out?
No.
Mace, nothing. Okay.
I think like the threat of like an attack is like overrated, like with the media and all that kind of thing. It's not as common as like it's made out.
Well, it all depends where you live too. That's
exactly. Yeah, I live like in a bit of a rural kind of like town, and everyone's nice.
Oh, you're rich.
No.
Liverpool, where the Beatles are from.
By the look of Charlotte's house, living room's the same plot size as my entire house, including
This is
bedrooms.
your garage. I can smoke in it.
Oh, is it your garage?
Yeah.
That's why it's big.
Exactly.
You don't have a car in your
I
garage?
wish I had this house that I've got
a bar.
like, in my background now.
Oh, you got the right idea.
Well, what's going on, Bisque?
I said I wish I had this house that I've got as a background.
Are you in LA there, like in your dreams?
No.
Bigger houses means
This is just a stock image off Google.
I was going to say, not like that in Doncaster, is there?
No, I've got a very small, pokey, like 3x4 meter living room with a aisle style kitchen. The ones that like it's like door width all the way down.
At least you got a nice microphone though to make up for it.
Yeah.
Wow, you get 5 years automatic for just carrying a firearm.
Where's that?
In the UK? Is that what Cup of Tea is saying?
Wow.
It's possible. They do have armistice days where you can fetch in. I don't think firearms. Do they do firearms armistice? Where you can fetch your weapons in like on a special day?
I don't know.
Or is it just knives? I think it's just knives.
Mr. Kill C1. Goodbye.
Bye
Yeah,
now.
but we also have bear mace because in Pennsylvania we do have bears, but we can carry bear mace with us. We don't need no license, but it's a big ass can.
Have you ever seen that video of a woman screaming at a bear because it's chewing a kayak?
Yes.
Bear, why are you eating my boat, bear? It's not even winter. It's supposed to be asleep, bear.
Yeah, she could have used some bear mace on that motherfucker.
She does, and it goes and chews a boat after she squirts it.
I didn't see that part.
At the very beginning, she goes up to it and squirts it, and it runs off and chews a bloody kayak up.
Huh. Cray.
Has Cup of Tea ever come on the camera?
Never.
Come on, Cup of Tea.
No.
Cup of Tea.
He briefly went on with Hayden. He graced Hayden with his presence. But he's a chill dude. We love Cup. He's the man. I don't expect him to come on here. He's never come on my camera.
All right, I gotta take off. I gotta read a book to my daughter. So,
all right, buddy, enjoy.
Good hanging out. I'll talk to you guys.
Have a good read.
All right, later, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Has anyone got any jokes?
No, let her rip, Charlotte.
Oh, don't. No, because I could get tripped up. like the only one I know, I'm gonna put in a full Chinese accent, and I can't.
All right, yeah. So on that note, maybe we'll we've gone for 3 hours here. I think I'll bring it to an end.
I've had to leave my gaming chair because it was giving me a sore butt. I've had to come to my sofa.
That's all right. Well, I think I'm gonna call this cat done and say goodnight to you guys.
Been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
It's been an interesting evening.
Truly. Hey, Charlotte, come back, okay?
Yeah, no, I would
Definitely.
do it. I would actually.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, honey. We'll see you. Biscuit, goodbye, my brother. It was real. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I wanted to give you a proper goodbye.
Oh yeah, goodbye.
All right, dude. We'll see you later.
My mouse is all the way over there, so I've got no controls.
No worries, man. We'll catch you next week, I hope.
Yep. See you next week.
All right, see you, man. Everyone in the chat, good night and goodbye. I usually am so drunk that I forget to say anything to anybody, but tonight I'm going to say it's been a pleasure. I have the guitar pick, and I'm going to play some guitar, but not on camera. So, thanks for being here, people. It's always fun. Good night.